Yeah, good morning, everybody. Oh, yes. Thank you, Fred. I'm tired today. I'm tired today. Yes. Show over yet? Wish it was over already.
Well, you talk for a little while, and then it'll be over.
Talk myself into a frenzy. It's a stupid job. This isn't real work.
Thank goodness.
Yeah.
You don't want real work.
Come in and talk.
Don't tell anybody.
Yeah.
We've had this scam going for some time now.
Some days I'm in the mood for it, some days I'm not. All right, I'll tell you what, let me take a break. Well,
If you get hungry, you'll be back in the mood.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Tom stopped paying us, we'll get real motivated. All right, let's take a little break here, and when we come back, I promise to be motivated. Right after these words. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah. Let me tell you what's going on. So yesterday I'm at home and Baba Booey called me. Baba Booey. And why is Baba Booey reading commercials?
I don't know. He's been hired by someone to read a commercial.
It makes my show sound like amateur hour.
Every commercial I read is one that you don't have to.
What do you mean? What do you mean I don't have to?
I guess it just takes the heat off of you.
Why? How do you figure that?
Do we have any fewer live commercials?
They requested me.
I don't have any fewer live commercials because you're reading a live commercial.
I guess not.
No, every live commercial you read makes the show sound like amateur hour.
Sorry.
And doesn't take any weight off of him.
It doesn't take a bit of weight off me.
Okay, well, they requested me. I apologize.
Did they pay you?
Yes.
Oh, all right. That's okay.
Oh, thanks.
I like when he gets a little extra money in his pocket. I don't know why, but
He's,
I do.
Papa Booey.
Yeah, Papa Booey. Papa Booey. Papa Booey. Booey.
So he called you?
We got to teach Gary's kid when it's born how to say Papa Pooey. Papa Pooey.
I'm sure it'll learn quick enough.
Papa Pooey. So the kid has no respect for him.
Look, fluff, slowly.
Yeah.
When your kid says that to you,
fluff, slowly. That's going to be great. I'm going to teach your kid to say that.
We're going to make your child a juvenile delinquent.
I taught my littlest daughter to say, she calls Jackie every night and says, Jackie, you're an a-hole.
Oh, stop it.
That's right.
No, she doesn't.
Yeah, we taught her that. Me and Fred taught her.
Is that who that is?
Yeah, that's my kid.
It's on rapid time.
Yeah.
She says it very clearly, too.
Yeah. And she doesn't say a-hole. No, just kidding. We were thinking about that the other day.
What?
Teaching the kid how to say stuff. Cool stuff.
Now stop that.
Whatever gives you the idea that I let you guys near my kid to teach him anything.
We'll do with your kid what we want.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
It'll be mandatory.
Is that yours as well?
Yeah. Everything you have is mine.
I have to give you my kid?
Yeah. Since you cut your hair, your teeth are so huge.
Yes, I know.
Oh, my God. Am I kidding, Robin?
No. Every time he changes his hair, it does this.
I don't change it. I cut it.
He gets this new wacky haircut all
and
the
it's the worst haircut. It's like one of those haircuts where the barber obviously just didn't give a crap.
Yeah.
No, I
requested. Doesn't know anything
it.
about his hair.
I like it short in the summer.
And your caps are getting harder and harder to talk through.
No, they're not. They're fine.
No, you're fine.
Fine.
It's changing your voice. After his haircut, this is what I see. Let me show you. I drew a picture of it.
Yeah, that works on radio.
Just teeth.
Oh, man.
So listen to Jackie snort.
Snortling. All right. No, it's just, don't get a haircut anymore. It distracts me. Lately I've been talking good to you.
Wear dark glasses, something.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. You guys, it's a good thing you guys are perfect, because then you can see all the imperfections in me. In comparison, you guys are so perfect.
That haircut's wild. It's like somebody mowed it. You know when you mow your lawn and it's not even and stuff?
There's little chunks of grass out here, and then it's high there.
Can somebody bring in a hat back in the office for Gary so I can talk to him?
I'm not wearing a hat.
Oh, you're wearing a hat. I can't talk to you like this.
What did you try to do today? Curl it?
No. Yeah, what is going on with it? Is there a hat? What do you got? Thank you.
I'm not wearing that.
Here,
what is that?
Put this on. There you go. Yeah, put that on the Gary puppet.
That's where it came from.
We got a little turban.
A little turban for the Gary. Where is the Gary puppet? I haven't seen him in a while.
Very busy.
Let me see if he got a haircut. Hey, Gary puppet. Hey, Gary puppet. Do you mind wearing a hat?
Not at all, Wolf.
What are you laughing about?
Go ahead, walk all over my teeth when I'm down.
Put your hat on. Put on your turban.
Where's my turban? Jackie, you got my turban over there?
There it is.
Here.
Pass the turban over to the Gary puppet so he can wear a hat, too.
There you go.
There you go.
Soon Salavim.
Now, don't you want to look like your puppet, Gary?
Hey, Gary, put on this hat just so I can talk to you and then take it off. Here. I'm telling you, it'll hide your teeth. It's just your teeth are so I don't know what it is. It's a hat we had back there. We don't have a selection of hats.
Come on, Gary, put on the hat.
Pick the worst hat he could find.
Yeah, just put it down low so it looks like you have hair. Now it's 10 times better.
Good. I'm glad that
Thank you.
You're happy.
All right, that's much better. What's that, Gary Puppet?
I think it's a mute point about my hair, Howard.
That's moot.
Well, I mean mute point, because I don't want to talk about it anymore.
All right, Gary
Stop
Puppet. Gary, I believe the Gary Puppet's talking to you.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. Well, I always say, don't shear the wool off the goose that lays the golden egg, or you'll pump the well dry.
Oh, boy.
All right. Gary Puppet always has different sayings.
I would have said ouch if it hit me.
Gary Puppet. All right.
Ow.
Very good.
A little delayed reaction.
Gary hates the Gary Puppet.
Well, he's going to be traveling with it.
I just hate being made fun of on a daily basis, but I guess,
It's because he's got a haircut.
Oh, I must have been crazy to get a haircut.
The purple lights are bouncing off your teeth. I've never seen it. And the finish on his teeth is unusual.
You know what?
You should get a different
Why don't
dentist.
you tell the story without me?
What story?
Whatever story you're going to tell.
Okay.
You don't need
If
me.
you want me to.
Yeah, why don't you? I'm going to go.
All right. See you later. Leave your hat on, will you?
No.
Please?
No.
It's just very distracting.
Well, get distracted.
All right.
You know, I think it's the size of his head that bothers you when he gets a haircut.
This is the good part of the game.
Yeah, this is
the way you ride him so hard, he has to come back in the room. This is so...
No, you know what his problem is?
So predictable and so funny every time.
I know. You know what's horrible?
What?
He gets the haircut, and I guess the hair used to fill out. Yeah, his head is big,
right, yeah.
and he's got a lot of teeth. So when he had the haircut, it just kind of all
balances
fit.
it out.
Then he
but
shaves
I'm looking
off.
at it. He shaved. It's like that. You know when you shave the sides of a poodle and then you leave that little tuft.
Yeah, a little tuft of hair. And I hate poodles.
That's what kind of haircut he got. He got a poodle cut.
I know. They shave down the side so there's no curl.
And the back.
Yeah.
Everything's shaved except the little tuft up front.
Yeah, and on top he's got curls.
Yeah.
His head looks like a box.
That's right, Gary Puppet.
Yeah. Well, I know you think he's a loser, Wolf, but he is first in something, because it's impossible to find someone who has bigger teeth than he does.
That's right. Except for you, Gary Puppet.
This is true.
All right. I want Gary to come in the room and sit next to the puppet while Fred works it.
I don't think that's going to happen.
Anyway, so Gary calls me at home yesterday.
Yeah.
And guess who called him?
You know, that's right out of the blue. I don't know how to pick a call out of left field.
Well, I'll give you a clue. Who was on our show yesterday?
Oh, Roseanne.
Roseanne called him.
Okay. Roseanne called because Tom Arnold did the show yesterday?
Yeah.
And what did Roseanne have to say?
She basically said, Howard was right about Tom. I should have listened to him.
Oh, stop it.
Yeah, so Roseanne is I think Roseanne's calling in today.
Oh, no. Now we've got both of them.
Yeah.
See, we couldn't get either one of them when they were married.
I know, but Roseanne has plenty to say.
Whoa, she shot out of a cannon.
Yeah, shot out of a cannon.
How sure are you?
Oh, no, it's Roseanne. It's Roseanne.
But wait a minute. He didn't say anything. I was thinking about that interview yesterday. He did not say one bad word about her.
Well, because he's playing it smart. Why should he?
In fact, that only makes his case stronger because he has not gone and dished the dirt in the press.
Right.
It just means he gets a bigger payday.
Anyway, I never even asked Tom about, like, calling the Inquirer and getting paid off by them while he was married to Roseanne.
We didn't
and
ask him a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
we got off easy yesterday because we were so shocked he was sitting there.
I know.
I thought about a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, my goodness.
Well, anyway, did anybody see the TV show with Tom's girlfriend sitting on his lap? That was kind of cool.
Oh, boy.
So anyway, Roseanne caught wind of the interview. I don't know if she was sitting there listening to it or what. But
I'm sure she was alerted right away and got up and turned on her radio because she didn't want to get that secondhand.
No. So evidently she was pretty worked up.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, so Baba Booey fielded the call.
Now, she called him at home?
No, here at work.
Okay. And he talked to her directly?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, She was yelling at him.
Yeah?
Yeah. She called him an idiot.
Stop it.
Yeah, because, I don't know, he asked her some question. Baba Hohai, get in here. Wear your hat, too. Baba Bohai,
I'm not wearing my hat.
Come on, please put the hat on.
Oh, come on.
It just gets me distracted. I'm just trying to talk to you intelligently.
You need to hear the story.
Wait, Gary Puppet has something to say.
Please put on the hat. I'm so lonely with being the only one in the room with a hat on.
All right, thank you.
Thank
It
you.
just balances out. You don't have enough hair on your head.
Oh, put it on over, put the headphones
yes, I would love to, Robin.
on top of the hat.
You're so sugary sweet. I'll put the hat on for you.
Thank you. It makes it easy. Yeah, that's
There
better.
you go.
Yeah.
It's so much better when you ask nice, Robin.
So what did Roseanne say to you? She called you an idiot, right?
But she didn't call first. You know who she's working with now? The guy that used to be one of Sam Kinnison's Outlaws of Comedy, Alan Stevens.
Alan Stevens,
really?
yeah.
So Alan called first.
Right.
And I could hear her in the back, and the first thing they want you to know is that she wants you to do her Hanukkah special for ABC that she's working on. We talked about that.
I'll do it with her and Tom.
But I just spoke to Alan this morning, and he said that we're definitely going to talk to her this week, and she wants to patch things up with you.
Oh, okay, cool. That's
Well,
neat.
we've only wanted that for years.
Yeah.
But she said, I could sort of hear her in the background, and he was like half listening to me, so finally he just put her on. He said, hey, it's Howard's producer. And she was sort of sarcastic. She goes, oh, Tom's such a great guy. He's such a great husband. I don't know how I ever let him go.
But the best line she had was this.
What?
She goes, oh, I heard Tom went to Woodstock with his girlfriend. That's okay. I took my boyfriend to Altamont this weekend. It's funny. Yeah.
Well, she's back to being funny again.
Oh, yeah.
So
Funny to be funny about now.
So she kept saying this sarcastic stuff, and I was laughing, and then I said, I wasn't sure whether to laugh or not, because it was, and I said, I'm sorry for laughing. She goes, of course you'd be laughing, you idiot. These are jokes.
Oh.
Well, great, thanks. But she said that Tom was the only person who ever
Everyone calling Gary an idiot. I'm the only one to call Gary an idiot.
You don't call our Gary an idiot.
Well, I just took it, it's like sort of like Don Rickles. That's part of how she is.
Of course.
But she said that you were the only person who ever told the truth about Tom.
That's right. That's right.
But the whole time you were telling it, she was bad-mouthing.
Bad-mouthing me. Well, we have plenty to say to each other, me and Roseanne.
Well, it was sort of funny watching Tom on the
E-show.
On the E-show because, especially the part where you asked him about the multiple personalities.
Yes.
On the radio, it sounded one way, but it looked a different way when he was telling it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Sort of raised like, oh, yeah, sure, multiple personalities.
Yeah. Doesn't everyone have multiple personalities? Wow.
Then when he was bouncing his 21-year-old girlfriend on his knee, going, I really loved Rosie, and I'm sorry it didn't work out.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, he's rubbing her arm and talking about Rosie.
So which personality did you talk to of Roseanne's?
I think I got a nice one.
Yeah.
The working one?
Yeah. She was
the hard-working Roseanne. Well, anyway, I look forward to that phone call, whether it's today or tomorrow or whatever day. I always like making new friends.
Alan Stevens, what is he doing for her? Writing?
Production and writing.
Really?
He's working at her production company. I guess he's writing.
Yeah, he's doing something with her. Wow. Alan resurfacing. Alan always works himself into some situation.
He manages to get inside.
Yeah. Was Roseanne chewing at the time you were talking about?
No, she wasn't.
There was nothing to chew about.
Well, they're doing a whole hard copy expose on her and her boyfriend.
Yeah.
This afternoon.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, I saw the previews for it.
Was Alan hitting on Roseanne?
I could not hear that through the phone.
Really? Did you ask him?
No.
I bet you he can get her. It's really weird. Alan ends up always working for fat comedians, doesn't he? Like he had Sam Kinison, and now he's got Roseanne.
His forte.
Yeah, who's next? Yeah, Dom DeLuise. Alan and Dom DeLuise will team up. I'm telling you, Dom, I can bring you back. Just just read these jokes.
Fatso too.
Yeah. Fatso too. That's a pretty cool movie, Fatso.
I was just watching that a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
I never saw that.
It's pretty good.
Yeah?
You should watch it. You'd like it. Yeah, it was really good. Fatso. And it got kind of panned, I guess, when it came out, but it's a cool movie. HBO keeps replaying that Kevin Bacon movie over and over again with where it's he said, she said.
Oh, I hate that movie. Yeah.
But I don't know. It's one of those movies I insist on watching each time.
Really?
Yeah.
I can't keep up with it.
I've memorized the entire script.
You know what movie has been doing that to me that they've had on every week for probably the last year? The volleyball movie with C. Thomas Howell.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's on every
volleyball movie.
Yeah, it's about volleyball. He becomes a great volleyball player, and
Side Out.
he teams up with like someone who looks like Parker Stevenson.
No, the guy that was on 30-something that used to be the good-looking Gary. His name was Gary on the show.
It's about some dude who's like hanging out on the beach, and like there's this guy who's really great at volleyball, and he's watching them, and he thinks it's kind of goofy, and all of a sudden he starts playing volleyball.
Yeah.
And he becomes a great volleyball player with
and then, of course, at the end of the movie, they go to the tournament together. The old guy and the young guy.
Yeah, an important film.
And you're spending way too much time on it.
Hey, they bring it into my house. I got to watch it. I'm compelled.
I don't see these films?
He's got that girl from...
I don't know what you've been doing. You've been acting way too intelligent lately.
His love interest is the girl from Melrose Place now, the one that we had on the show.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know,
What's her name again?
Courtney Thorne-Smith.
Yeah, Courtney Thorne-Smith. She thinks she's so good looking.
Good looking in that movie.
How old did she say she was when we met her that time?
43.
No. I think she said she was 25, and that was a couple of years ago.
She's been 25 for the last 7 years.
And I still see her age quoted as 25.
Yeah, she's always 25.
If she's 25, my teeth are petite.
Yeah, there you go, Gary Puppet.
That's very funny that her age never changes.
Gary Puppet, I'm sorry, I forgot you were in the room.
Oh, by the way, want to play a game called Stupack?
Stupack? How do you...
Stupack. It's not Karnak, except it's my version.
Oh, Stupack.
Yeah.
Oh, instead of Karnak, like Johnny Carson used to
I
do.
name 3 things, and then I'll tell you what it is.
Okay, go ahead.
Money, the Lindbergh baby, and Gary's teeth.
Money, Lindbergh baby, and Gary's teeth.
Name 3 things that are green.
Oh.
Gary Puppet.
I'm very sorry. Want to hear the other one?
Yeah, okay. Got one more for us?
The Pope's condom, Robin's IUD, and Gary's toothbrush.
Everything. So Gary
Things
Puppet.
that don't get used.
Robin, you are a genius.
Things that don't get used.
That's right.
The Pope's what?
The Pope's
condom, Robin's IUD, and Gary's toothbrush.
Wow, Gary Puppet on a roll over there. You've been working on material, haven't you?
Yeah. I'm the family intellectual. I learned how to read without moving my lips.
All right, Gary Puppet.
I'm going to take a chance on this one. In jail, on Fox, and in the ground.
What is that?
Name 3 places you can find the Simpsons. Think about it.
In jail, on Fox, and in the ground. Okay.
Very good. All right, goodbye, Gary Puppet.
I'm on the roll.
The real Gary didn't get that joke.
That's because the real Fred wrote it.
I'll explain it to you during the commercials.
Could you please, Gary Puppet?
Yeah, thank you, Gary Puppet. All right, Gary Puppet, time to retire your turban.
Yes.
All right, 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
One too many.
Yeah, you know, you were on a roll with 2. You should have stopped. He's compulsive about it. He writes 90 jokes. He has to get to every one of them.
He has to keep going until you stop laughing.
Until you ridicule him. All right, very good appearance from the Gary Puppet.
So anyway, look for a phone call from Roseanne before the end of the week.
All right, very good. We're going to take a break, and then we'll
be very auspicious.
Yeah, it'll also be kind of cool to see what happens.
Well, maybe we'll just have them warring here. We'll get calls every other day from the other spouse.
All right, let's take a break, Robin. We'll be back right after these words with more show. I'll take some phone calls. I've got a million things to tell you about.
What is this about a Hanukkah special?
I don't know anything about it. Gary said Roseanne wants me to be... She's throwing a Hanukkah special on ABC, and...
Didn't you do that in the news a couple of weeks ago? I could have sworn we mentioned it on the air. That part of her deal is she's going to do a Hanukkah special.
No,
I don't know anything about that.
Well, she wants you to be in it.
Really? No.
Even though you're only half Jewish.
I'll light the menorah, then leave. How's that?
You can only stay for 4 candles or something.
Right. I'm a busy man. I don't know. Depends what I can do. Let's take a break, and then we'll be back right after these words.
You could be in a romance with Roseanne.
Oh, yeah, I could. I can get her in bed. I might sleep with her just for the hell of it.
That wouldn't be cheating.
No. My wife wouldn't care. That'd be like being with a guy.
Do a love scene on TV.
Yeah, I'll do a love scene with her.
That's acting.
like vomit and stuff. That'd be cool. Can you vomit on ABC, or is that like not allowed?
I don't know. I don't think they've crossed that barrier yet.
Yeah, I want to break a few barriers. Anyway, let's take a break, and then we'll be back right after these words. Very good.
We're back.
There he is.
With the Howard Stern Show.
All right, Ganji, with the nuts in your mouth.
I love having the nuts in my mouth.
Yeah, I bet you do. All right, there's a guy on the phone who made a couple of phony phone calls. Let's start with him, and then we'll go around and take some more calls. But hi, you're on the air.
Good morning, Your Holiness.
Oh, thanks. Hey, listen, also, you are the guy who made that song, I understand, the O.J. Simpson song.
Old Black O.J.
Old Black O.J. I'll play that again. A lot of people calling in, they want to hear that.
I like that.
You use that to the tune of Old MacDonald, right?
Old MacDonald.
Wow, a lot of people liked it.
Okay, listen, the one phone call I made was to Mary Madeline on Equal Time. She had the United States Secretary of Labor on there. And
who is Mary Madeline? Isn't she the guy who was married to Jesus? Who is she?
She was, I don't know who the hell she is.
Is she one of these spiritual people? Or was she
she's on Equal Time. It's like a staunch right-wing show on
wasn't she in the government?
She was one of the people that worked on the Clinton campaign, along with James Carville, or Carville, whatever.
And she's a conservative?
She married him.
And she's a conservative?
Not that I know of.
Huh. All right, whoever she is, but she's like I hear her name a lot. I don't know why. But all right, so you called her up?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
We're back. We're chatting away still about baseball. We're going to go right to the phones, and you can have the honor of speaking to the Secretary of Labor about baseball. Danny from Pennsylvania, come on in.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, Danny.
I just want to say that I work for the Philadelphia Phillies, and today I was laid off due to the strike.
Really?
And yes, and I work in merchandising, and everybody works in the front office area will be laid off until after the strike. And let me say this, while I've been working there, I became, as anybody would be, envious of the players' salaries. And but what I'd like to ask you is, are any of you envious of Howard Stern's penis?
Oh, geez, too bad. Danny, watch Don Imus, listen to Don Imus. Beverly, I know you're not going to be talking about anything other than...
Did you get that?
I don't even know what she said.
She told me to listen to Don Imus in the morning.
Oh, yeah.
I asked her if she was envious of Howard Stern's penis. What I do have is a better one from Larry King.
Yeah.
He had the director of Scared Straight on. Remember that show years ago when they took all the little kids to prison?
Yeah. Is that guy who he brings kids to prison and he starts yelling at them?
Yeah, and he has all the prisoners yell at him.
Yeah, man. You don't want to end up like me. And you don't know kid listens to that. Yeah, okay. Did Gary screen it?
John did last week.
Yeah. Nah, I don't want to hear it unless. Plus, your phone line is kind of weak. It's hard to hear.
Okay. Listen, did Gary tell you? I have 3 girls that want to come up there. I've been talking to him all week about that.
3 girls want to come up and do what?
Take their clothes off for you.
So send them up.
Well, I've been trying to get in touch, book a date with Gary to come up.
Yeah, so?
And, he's yet to book a date with me.
Hey, Robin, where were you?
I was indisposed.
I was wondering where Robin was. She missed the phony phone call.
I did?
Yeah.
Oh.
You look a little worn out over there.
I'm having problems.
Oh, that's right. Can we say you have a bad stomach?
Yes.
Yes. That's not gone away yet?
No.
It was that bad because that's. I know it's real bad if you miss 5 minutes of the show.
It was 5 minutes?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I've been on the air for about 5 minutes without you.
So, Howard.
Will we hear you fart over the mic?
No.
No.
I try not to anyway. I mean, I can't help it if it happens, but...
If you have to, just stick the microphone there.
Usually these attacks occur...
Really?
When we're in commercial.
Wow. Things a little messy in the bathroom over there?
Oh.
At any point today, will you miss a whole segment of the show?
I don't know.
What did you eat for breakfast?
I ate a toasted muffin.
Muffin?
No, like an English muffin.
Oh, okay.
Very plain muffin.
Well, that's good. And what did you eat for dinner?
I didn't eat. I had a muffin for dinner.
You see things that bind.
Was things that bind. I
Yeah.
can hardly eat anything
like
at all.
rice or something.
I can't eat that.
Or cheese and milk is really binding.
Oh, yeah, right. That's
See
exactly
the fireworks go. Eat lots of cheese and milk.
I think that would put me right in the hospital at this point.
Hey, guess who's on the phone? The guy who wrote that O.J. Simpson song, the Old McDonald one.
Really?
Yeah.
Hi, Robin.
Hi there.
Want to hear it again?
Yeah.
All right, this guy wrote a song parody.
That'll cheer me up.
Yeah, this guy wrote his song. Do you feel empty now?
Do you want me to stay on the line, or?
It's up to you. You want to stay on?
Yeah, because I want to talk to Gary about bringing those girls up there.
All right, hold on.
That girl?
Yeah, you want some three girls who want to be naked.
3 young girls.
Like 12?
No.
Okay, hold on.
One's my wife's cousin. She's not too thrilled with me right now. She's probably upstairs ready to come down here and kill me.
All right, why don't you hold on? We'll line that up because we need to see them. That guy, phony phone calls, girls, and song parodies.
Prolific. He's constantly producing.
Guy's working on the show very hard. He's working harder than Gary is.
You know, somebody faxed me and said we ought to give Gary a little credit. We always bust him on his mistakes, and he did get one of the Arnolds to do the show.
Oh, come on.
So we ought to give him a little credit.
Tom Arnold decided he wanted to do the show. Gary didn't get anybody to do anything. This is to Old McDonald. This guy wrote it himself.
Old Black Goji had a wife. Looky here. Old Black Goji had a big old knife. Looky here.
Yeah.
The stab wound here and a dead Jew there. Here coon, there coon, everywhere I'm stab wounds. Old Black Goji killed his wife. Looky here.
Ronnie, the limo driver, said that is the greatest song parody he's ever heard. You know, he loves stuff. Anything with like coon and Jew.
Any little racist words.
Yeah, anything that you can shove in there.
That'll be Ronnie's ticket. Ticket to a laugh.
Hey, Ronnie can fix your colon there.
How would he do that?
You know what he's into.
I don't think that my colon is overactive already.
He could plug up any problem.
Old Black Goji went to the courts. Looky here. Went to the court and the judge was a nip. Looky here. With fried rice here and an egg roll there. Here nip, there nip, everywhere I'm nip. Stab wound here and a dead Jew there. Here coon, there coon, everywhere I'm stab wound. Old Black Goji killed his wife. Looky here. Old Black Goji got the chair. Looky here.
Yeah.
Baba Booey done pulled the switch. Looky here. With a zap here and a zap there. Smell that burning afro hair. Fried rice here and an egg roll there. Here nip, there nip, everywhere nip. Stab wound here and a dead Jew there. Here coon, there coon, everywhere I'm stab wound. Old Black Goji's dead and gone. Looky here.
There it is.
Well, I'm sure the children will be singing that this fall.
Yeah, a lot of kids going around singing that. They love it.
You know that every single thing in that song parody fits, except there is no reason for him to say, here a coon, there a coon.
I know.
Except for the sake of saying.
Well, maybe just because OJ and maybe like the lawyer or something. I don't know.
All right.
I'm trying to attach some meaning to it.
No, I don't think it had any other meaning except to say the word.
He just had to get it in. That voice wasn't racially offensive enough, but.
And then he gets a little Indian. Everywhere I'm stab wound.
Everywhere stab wound. Umgawa. Very good. Very nice job on that song parody. Old Black Old J to the Old McDonald song. And let me take a few phone calls. Do I have time here, Fred? I can?
Break.
Oh, break. Okay, I got to take a break, and then we'll take some phone calls right after these words. All right, what is that? Howard's. Oh, okay. There's so much to get to, Robin. I don't know where to begin, but let me just tell you that, first of all, I'll get right to the phones, but, okay. We told you yesterday that in fact, we've been telling you for the last couple of days about a story out of Weslaco, Texas. A story that involves my book, Private Parts. The book was bought by a librarian. Librarians are given a budget by a town to buy books, to stock the library. She bought my book, she put it on the shelves, and it has been...
the Town Fathers?
Well, the book has been in use ever since. It's been checked out every time, so obviously there's a demand for this thing. The Town Fathers saw fit when they found out that she bought my book, they fired her.
Now, she didn't buy the book because she was a fan of the Howard Stern show. She just simply looked at the bestseller list
and said, "Hey, these are the bestsellers. This is what people are interested in reading, and why shouldn't it's a poor town, and why shouldn't we be able to read bestsellers?" So she never really put any kind of value judgment on these books. She just said, "If it's on the bestseller list, I'll buy it." So now she was fired, and she says, "Well, you know, gee," and she's no First Amendment crusader. She says, "If I had known the content of the book, I wouldn't have bought it."
Which is silly.
Yeah. Now, the American Civil Liberties Union says it may take the city to court to force them to return the Stern book to the shelves.
What about the librarian?
The executive director of Texas ACLU said this week. They didn't say anything here in the article about the librarian. It's not the first time the censorship issue has come up here. The book is simply the latest to come under fire in a movement by irate citizens and some officials to keep books they deem inappropriate off the shelves. And in fact, they're completely inconsistent, because when you look back on other articles, the town had an emergency meeting and they decided to go over all the books the woman bought, and they approved a book on the female clitoris and removal of it. Clitorectomy. Yeah, we can get that. My library doesn't even have that. Clitorectomy books.
Clitoral circumcision, wasn't it?
Yeah, something like that. It was a whole book on clit.
It was English clit. No.
Yeah. English Clit 101. But, which makes no sense, because, you know, even I don't address the issue of clitoris in my book.
Never came up once?
Never came up once. At a recent city meeting, Commissioner Charlie Krause showed Stern's book to fellow commissioners and called it nasty.
Yeah.
This should be good for paperback sales. I got that coming out in September.
That nasty paperback is coming out.
Commissioners unanimously agreed the book should be removed from the library. Librarian Pam Antonelli, I'm looking to see if they're reinstating her, criticized for purchasing the book, said she would not have bought the book if she had known what was, if she'd known more about Stern.
See, it's not even what was in the book. It's
yeah.
knowing more about you. Oh. The audacity.
Let's see. At 5 p.m. Wednesday, the Commission and the Library Board will hold a joint workshop at City Hall to discuss library concerns. It is expected a petition signed by 300 citizens will be handed to commissioners at the meeting, asking them to better monitor books bought for the library. Jay Jacobson, Executive Director of the ACLU of Texas in Austin, said there is no question that removal of Stern's book is violation of the First Amendment.
Oh, wonderful.
I tell you something. Whatever I do is so controversial. I wrote a book. Who cares? I mean, they're not putting it in the hands of children.
It's an adult book. And if adults now say, no, we aren't responsible either. Someone has to keep books away from us, too, or we'll read them.
Is it really an adult book, though? I mean, I'm thinking about my book.
No, it's not an adult book.
Yeah, I mean, think about it.
It's a childish book.
It certainly, in fact, it's written by an imbecile. Cool.
They don't take that out of libraries.
No. That should be next to Dr. Seuss. Anyway, it is absolutely forbidden, totally, completely not allowed, he said. The government cannot make the decision to take a book out of the library. I guarantee it will be down there. We will fight this tooth and toenail, says the ACLU.
Well, I'm glad they're finally coming to our assistance.
Jacob said he is considering seeking an injunction that would force the city to put books that have been removed back on the shelves. Jacobson said he fears the thought police are taking hold in Weslaco, and added the ACLU may take other action against the city if officials try to gain more control over library purchases. The city's actions have drawn criticism from the American Library Association as well. Ann Penway, assistant director of the ALL's Office of Intellectual Freedom in Chicago, said that her group also would be willing to go to bat to defend the Weslaco Library's freedom to purchase books. Look at all these different groups, ACLU, ALA, Office of Intellectual Freedom. I got to get in a group.
That's one thing you don't have.
No, I don't. I don't have a constituency. This is a picture-perfect violation of the First Amendment, Penway said.
Thank you.
This is exactly the kind of thing the First Amendment was designed to protect us against. She said a public library is there to serve all the people and has the responsibility to provide the broadest range of views and make all the points of view accessible and available. The right to read is not subject to the tyranny of the government, she said.
Finally, we have some, you're in print, and you have rights.
Yes, but on the radio I have no rights.
No rights.
Commissioners originally had said one of their chief reasons for being choosy about which books are bought for the library is that the library is small and operates on a limited budget. I really don't want our money spent on that, Brought said. But obviously people are taking the book out, so they're into it.
Something that people wanted.
Yeah. We need quality literature, and I hate to see our money spent on trash. But meanwhile, they approved a book on clitorectomies.
Well, that's a medical procedure, isn't it?
Stern's satirical, sexually explicit book had a wildly successful run, according to Gangiola, and was the fastest-selling hardcover book in Simon & Schuster history. Gangiola said that although Stern's book definitely would not be found in the cerebral aisles of the marketplace of ideas, Howard has millions of fans. The library reports it has fielded no complaints about a book written by Rush Limbaugh, an arch-conservative and similarly controversial radio talk show. Well, of course not. The book's so boring, nobody would even rent it. Of course, it's probably sitting there collecting dust.
Yeah, there's no complaints. Nobody's reading it.
That's why his second book did so bad, because the first one sucked so bad. How many dopes can you get to keep buying that garbage? One library board member did not seek reappointment to the panel because of the fracas over Stern's book.
Now, what does that mean? Did they object to everything that was going on about you?
I don't know. Polly Kraft said she believes some members of the community want the librarian fired. She said she supports Antonelli and believes the librarian generally chooses good books. She also said people should be able to read what they want. Still, Kraft did find Stern's book objectionable. I know I'm a Christian. I know I'm going to heaven, Kraft said.
Oh,
I'm not going to do what some of these vulgar people do. My opinion was throw the dadgum dirty book away. Dadgummed. The dad, D-A-D-G-U-M-M-E-D. Throw the dadgum book. She's all for free speech, but throw the dadgum book away. What's all the fuss?
Well, she knows she's going to heaven.
Yeah, how does she know? I'll bet you she's not. I bet you a lot of people think they're going to heaven aren't.
There are so many of these people, and you look at them and you say to yourself, now, would anybody really want to spend eternity with you?
Yeah. I don't think God wants to be in heaven with the likes of some of you. I think God's a lot more selective.
Just think about how insufferable you are.
Yeah. Think about a bore you are in your everyday life. You think God wants to hear from you? I think there's only about 30 people in heaven. I think it's a small little coffee clutch. I think a lot of people are going to go to hell. You ever go to a club and there's a VIP section? It's all sectioned up. There's only about 30 celebrities in there. And everyone else? Yeah, that's heaven. And you know how hard it is to get in? That's how difficult it is. Anyway, this kind of censorship has been tried before, and I'll show you how stupid it is in the eyes of history. The ACLU is absolutely right. It is so ridiculous to try to censor my book. There's an article in Spin that is a couple of months old. I've always meant to bring it up on the air. It's called Spiro's List. This is the list of songs Spiro T. Agnew, the Vice President of the United States, was trying to get censored. He didn't want these played on the radio, and the only reason we know about this is because of the Freedom of Information Act. We found out what Spiro T. Agnew
was up to.
The biggest crook in history. We found out what he's up to. And here's the blacklist. He wanted I Get By With a Little Help from My Friend's Band.
That's got to go.
White Rabbit by the Jefferson Airplane. Acid Queen by The Who. Tambourine Man by Bob Dylan.
Now, why that one?
Hashish and Walking in Space from Hair. I Like Marijuana, David Peel and the Lower East Side.
David Peel made that.
Yeah. Heroin by the Velvet Underground, which was really an anti-heroin song. And Don't Step on the Green Grass, Sam, by Steppenwolf. Happiness is a Warm Gun by the Beatles. Cloud 9 by the Temptations. Steppenwolf's The Pusher. And Puff the Magic Dragon by Peter, Paul, and Mary.
Oh, boy.
8 Miles High, The Birds. Acapulco Gold by the Rainy Days, whoever they are. Who?
Pot song.
No, it's not. That didn't make it, unfortunately. Along Comes Mary by The Association. That's a drug song?
Yeah.
I guess Mary was marijuana.
Cool. I didn't even know that.
I didn't either.
And then along comes Mary. Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds by the Beatles, because that had the letters LSD in it.
A lot of Beatles music.
Yeah, Beatles way on that list. Now, of course, the Beatles are totally acceptable. They play them on Muzak stations.
Frank Sinatra's singing them.
Mellow Yellow by Donovan.
Oh, boy.
I'm just mad about saffron.
Well, that one I could keep on the list. They should ban it.
Yeah, I'm with Spiro Agnew on that. Saffron's mad about me. Oh, I'm just
mad about a saffron.
Saffron? What is saffron?
What that is. A spice.
And the final one on the list was The Virgin Fugs by the Fugs.
Don't even know it.
Yeah. The Fugs.
That was mainstream.
Yeah. There it is.
How many songs made the list? 25?
Yeah, but now we're not even uptight about those. So now we're uptight about sex. That's the new thing. You know, if somebody talks about
those were all supposedly drug related.
Yeah, exactly.
And everybody who heard them would have to rush out and take drugs.
Well, come to think of it, I did.
But you didn't need any music to help you by.
Yeah, I got a whole bunch of mail in front of me. Like, here's a letter some cable company sends to you when you write a note to them saying you would like the E channel. It's a 3-page note that basically says they're not going to give it to you because they've done surveys, and if enough people want it, blah, 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 blah.
How would they know what people want? They haven't done any surveys.
No, exactly. And there's
Nobody ever surveyed me.
There's 20 million people calling their cable company asking for this E-show, and they can't get it, but the cable companies are still so adamant that they are in control and you are not. The cable is yours, not the, you know, I got this Cablevision on Long Island. They think they own the cable. Yeah, we need cable. We want television with cable. They're the only ones that have it. They are granted that by the people of the United States of America, quite frankly. And we must demand now from our government officials that why isn't there 3 different cable companies on Long Island?
Yeah, maybe I want the cable company that shows the E network.
They deregulated the phone system. Deregulate the cable system. I bet you it's not that complicated. How dare they? If enough people call, put it in. They go, well, all of our channels are filled up now. We can't very well take off one of those channels. They have channels with, and they cite the Cable Act of 19-something that says, you know, you have to carry like the local channel 50, which is a religious channel. But there's about 30 other channels they carry that all could be different. And a lot of them are C-SPAN too. All I get is insects and religion on all these upper channels that I have. Insects eating each other, insects crawling on leaves. I got one channel. It's the Insect Religion channel. It's actually religious insects. Believe it or not.
Mantis.
Right. The praying mantis. Can I take a phone call here, Fred?
You sure can.
All right. Fred, very generous today. He giveth and he taketh away. Here is Albany, New York. Albany, hello.
Hey, Hook Nose.
Oh, thank you.
Sweet.
Very sweet of you.
Mayor Giuliani.
This is Mayor Giuliani, Fred?
This is Mayor Giuliani.
What can I do for you, Mayor?
I just wanted to call you Hook Nose.
Nah, it doesn't hurt my feelings. I've been called worse.
Sure.
By Jackie.
By Jackie.
By my own writing staff.
What have you been called other than Hook Nose?
I know, I hate my hook nose, and I'm going to tell you, it's a hook nose, isn't it, Robin? The guy's right. Let's be honest. It's a hook nose because it hooks down, and it's hooking more and more as I get older.
You're turning into a witch.
I really want a nose job desperately.
You know what? Now that you have brought this up, I understand that Barbara Streisand has had nose work.
Is that right?
Yes.
Yes, but she just had
there's been some scraping and chiseling, not a major break and all that stuff.
She's still a mess.
Heavy-duty nose job. But
she still looks like an anteater.
Well, that's true, but she has had some things done to it.
You know, now that I'm going to be doing a movie and they're going to be doing close-ups and stuff, you know, on the E! Show...
You know what you're going to do?
Yeah.
You're going to do what Cher did. Cher did a couple of movies, and then she went to a doctor and had her whole face changed.
You want to know why?
She looked at it on screen and was horrified.
Well, I got to tell you something. Every night, if you notice on the E! Show, there's never a close-up on me because I want to puke when I see a close-up.
Well, then I better start yelling like you do. I don't want any close-ups on me.
Yeah, I know. You've been yelling. I've been yelling. Everyone wants. We want to be shot through one of those things that they look up in this space shuttle with. You know what I mean? So I must tell you that yes, you're right. It is a hook nose, and I hate it. I hate to look in the mirror at my nose. And I would like to have a nice... I went to a doctor. I went to 2 doctors. And the first doctor I went to showed me... He draws a little picture. It's the same guy who did Robin's breast.
Wow.
He drew a little... my nose looked like breast.
It was very impressive.
Right. He takes a pen, and he took my nose, and he, kind of drew in.
Oh, in a picture?
Yeah, I'll show you. I have it here. Here's the picture. You can see it. That's my nose now, and that's what it's going to look like. There it is. Right. And in fact, this is the same picture used on Robin's breast.
That other thing looks like a thumb.
Yeah. Anyway, no, but the point is, I went to him, and he showed a chiseled down nose on me, and I looked absolutely magnificent.
But didn't they say they wouldn't make it real small?
No, they're not going to make it real small, but I got to tell you something. I looked downright I mean, Kevin Costner. I looked really good. I mean, and my hair's all pulled back and everything, and man, you see every detail in my face, and I looked really good. I kissed that picture, and I have that picture on my desk. I look at it all the time.
Every day.
I swear to God. But you know what? I'm 40 years old right now, and I'm really afraid. Every guy I know who has these nose jobs or woman, they get this, not on women so much, on guys.
Why is it guys?
They get this gravelly voice afterwards. It's like they're all talking like this.
Like Bob Brandt?
Yes, exactly. He had a nose job. He has a different voice, right?
Mm-hmm. He talks like that.
It's not even like that. He has trouble getting the words out. I am telling you.
It sounds like the air doesn't go through his nose.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, I am telling you that these nose... And I went to the doctor twice, and I said, 2 different doctors. I said, I'm really afraid it's going to affect my voice. They said, that's absolutely ridiculous. It won't. It will not at all. And I said, yeah, you'll guarantee me that? Well, we don't guarantee anything. I said, because it's, I don't want to get on the air every day and have trouble talking.
Yeah.
That would be kind of a drag. I'd be good looking with nothing to do.
But now that you're going to be a movie star.
Yeah, well, maybe the movie will be funnier if you see that big nose. W.C. Fields and Woody Allen and those guys all... you get good-looking guys, they're not funny anymore.
Look at Chevy Chase.
Yeah, he's got a beautiful nose. Doesn't make anyone laugh. So I'm just going to live with this, and you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to wear big dark glasses, and that'll make my nose look smaller. And
maybe a mask?
Maybe a mask. Yeah. I was thinking of that.
Very helpful.
This guy's a little cruel, but I deserve it. All right, dude, you done with me?
No, that's all right. Okay. See you, Hoffman.
All right, thanks.
I like to see him.
Oh, he's a big ugly.
Hand coming out of his face.
Oh, yeah, he's a big ugly.
Whole hand.
He's got a baby's arm. Stick it out. Anyway, yeah, it's a drag. It's a drag not being pretty.
Well, plastic surgery does marvelous things these days. If it really is bothering you, you can have the whole face changed.
I hate my lower teeth. And Dr. Kaufman, my dentist, says he can't put, laminates and stuff over them because they're so damn crooked.
And too close together or something?
Yeah, and they're too... they're too up front. They would look big. You ever see guys who get fake teeth and they're big and thick?
Yes, those really thick teeth.
And so he gave me this bleach. I can actually bleach my teeth whiter.
Yeah.
Because they're all yellow on the bottom. And, I take good care of my teeth and stuff. I don't know. I've just got really bad genetics.
Well, no.
Yeah.
Teeth do change color.
Yeah, I know. So they gave me this bleach. What you do is, he gives you this plastic thing. And he molds it to your mouth.
Oh, yes, I know.
And you squirt this cream in. You got really nice white teeth, Robin.
No, I don't. My teeth have changed. They're
really?
not as white as they used to be.
Well.
Backed up.
What?
A little backed up, maybe.
Okay. I went to this one doctor who does a whole head transplant.
He'll just cut you off at the neck.
Cut you off at the neck and give you a head. And I've been talking with him, but I'm afraid it'll change my voice. So, so I went to this, So are
you sitting there now with the bite thing in? And
no, you know what it is? You're supposed to sleep with it in. It's a piece of plastic. You put this cream in, and then you're but I am so paranoid.
Of the chemicals?
Of the chemicals. And Dr. Kaufman swears to me that this is 100% safe. But I still don't like chemicals in the mouth.
Mm-hmm.
And my mother saw this stuff. She goes, chemicals in the mouth? And you know what it is? She gets me crazy. She has a big implant. She goes, chemicals in the mouth? Fan. I go, well, my teeth are all yellow. No, they're not. I go, would you look? Are you drugged? Does my father drug you? Chemicals in the mouth? Fat. Yuck. Fat. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. That's why I'm such a pussy, because my mother made me a mental case. Everything you want to do is bad.
Now, you're going to continue to blame her at the age of 40?
Oh, yeah. I remember. I remember I used to go to the gym and lift weights.
Yeah.
10 pounds I would lift. My mother goes, you're lifting weights? Fat. The weights, it's so bad. What, do you want muscles?
Like that's
I go, no.
Bad thing.
Yeah, I go, no, Ma, I don't want to be flabby. Flabby, you're not flabby. Meanwhile, I got a big belly. And my mother is like, she's built like a pear. She has absolutely no muscle on her whatsoever. If I was starving, if we were on a boat and we got shipwrecked...
Couldn't eat her.
No, you could. I mean, she's like bacon. There isn't a muscle or anything in the way.
No, you want muscle to eat.
No, you want nice flabby
What do
meat.
you think that is you're eating on a cow?
No, you want like veal. You don't want to eat the muscles.
Well, you do want muscle, but it's soft. You don't want it to...
Yeah, well, that's soft.
But she's lost all her muscle.
Her hips can't get through a doorway. She's like, hey, you wanna, with the weights, you're gonna hurt yourself? You'll see. And I know every time I take up a sport or anything, or if I want, like, most guys who get a nose job wouldn't worry about anything.
No, they'd go get the nose job.
Yeah, I would obsess. The reason I obsess because the woman puts more fear into me. She raised me, so I am so fearful of everything.
And
but it's nothing I can control. I can't. I see it in my own personality. Like, I go, all right, I'm going to go try and rollerblade. Roller. I hear it in the... I don't even have to... I hear it in the back of my head.
You don't even have to do it anymore.
Robin, it's subtle. It's just, you hear about it. It goes, rollerblade. You're 6'5". Do you fall and then you hurt yourself? Everyone gets injured. What do you need that for? Just walk. Take a nice walk. Pavlov's dogs weren't as hassled as me. What do you need that for, the rollerblades? How do you?
I thought being an adult meant that you could get rid of that voice.
Can't.
Yes,
I talked to a psychiatrist about it. He says, you got to get into therapy. He says, that voice is, to eradicate that voice completely, 6-7 years.
Oh, stop it.
Tops. And you're done with that voice. But it was, 3-4 days a week on the couch. But that voice is in your head. God love it. It's unbelievable. So like I remember I was going for a bike ride. My mother was over the house. I said, I'm going for a bike. I like to bike ride. But that was like, okay. Bike riding with her is okay.
She approved of that.
And she was like, bike ride. Oh, okay.
So
so like,
go.
Yeah, and I go and I notice I'm pain free when I bike ride. You know what I'm saying, Robin? It happens.
You're saying you're sick.
Yeah, I'm a sick man. But whenever I whenever I take up something, like remember I took up karate?
Yeah.
Karate? Wow, that's macho. What, you're gonna beat someone up? You couldn't beat up anyone. I go, Mom, doing karate for exercise, it's just kind of neat. Oh, karate. You need that karate now? Karate? You're gonna hurt yourself. You're putting stress on the joints and the limbs. So I go, I'm not putting any stress on the joints or the limbs. So sure enough, I go to karate that weekend, I pull my whole groin out. And then it was like, fair karate. I told you don't need that. I swear to God, I'm going to be like that guy in Psycho. When my mother dies, I'm going to put her in my attic, and I'm going to be running around.
Mummified.
I'm going to be running around in a wig going, fair karate, what do you need that for? Karate. And then you pull your whole groin out, and now you can barely walk, and your testicles hurt. What do you need that for?
How does she figure other people get to do all this stuff without being hurt?
She thinks they're all hopped up. My mother has endless theories that people are all
hopped up. What does that mean?
Like they're just looking for things, and they're hopped up.
What, is it on drugs?
No, not on. Yeah, they're just hopped up, and they need to do these things, and they're meaningless things. Everything in life is meaningless.
Everybody's searching, you mean?
Yeah, everyone's searching for something. That's my mother's whole thing.
Just because you want to run?
Right. Yeah, she doesn't see the joy in that. I'm telling you.
Get down.
Yeah. Sit and relax, and the body needs rest. And your body, and I've said to my mother, what do you mean? You see people all the time, athletes, they enjoy these people have a different body type than you. You're very delicate.
Oh, you're delicate.
Yeah, delicate.
You're a delicate man?
Yeah. Now, I mean, why doesn't she retire from giving me her philosophy?
Did you say she sleeps like 14 hours a day?
Yeah, she does. She does. She takes long naps in the afternoon, and then she sleeps. She goes to bed at 10 o'clock.
And when she wakes up, what great thing does she do? She's gotten all this rest.
She rubs herself with oils and oils her body.
But you would think now she's going to get up and tell you some great truth of wisdom because
Nothing.
She's gotten all this rest.
Nothing.
Or she cures something.
She rests.
She provides something for humanity.
She rests and rests and rests, goes to bed at 10 o'clock and rests more.
And that's all she does.
Yeah, and then like if my father takes her square dancing, which they square dance one day a week,
yeah.
Then she sleeps for 3 days.
Well, that sounds like a wonderful life.
And I was raised by this woman, and she's, please rest. And then you're going to get sick and run down, and you do the karate, and you're busy with your work, and you'll get run down, and you got to make time for your family. And I only do one thing a day. Oh, that's the other thing. She only does one thing a day.
And it's not a very important thing.
Yeah, because my wife will go, oh, I got to go to the store, then I got to go somewhere here and somewhere there. She goes, all that in one day? When do you rest? You have to make time for rest. And I do one thing a day. If I go food shopping one day, fruit shopping the next day. I said, what is he? You don't consider fruit shopping the same as food shopping?
No, you
now, I buy my fruit somewhere else, and I don't want to do too much in one day. And this is what you got to understand, for
Thank goodness we didn't have to rely on her for any great invention.
Right. For 40 years, I have been inundated with this voice in my head.
No, you didn't live in that house for 40 years.
18 years. And let me tell you something. That's 365 days a year times 18. You do the math. That's 5 million years. That's right. I am programmed by that one. We are all programmed by these women that raise us.
Oh, dear.
And I know I'm defective. That's why I have little to do with my children. I let my wife raise them.
That's a good excuse.
Oh, please. I don't want them influenced by me. I know I've got problems. I don't want my kids being mental.
And it won't do anything to them that their father wouldn't have anything to do with them.
No. In this case, no. My mother paces herself like a slug. Oh, Lordy Lou. You remember Lordy Lou.
Yes, I pray to Lordy Lou.
Yeah, and I tell you, because every time I try to take up something new, then I get injured. And I know it's all in my head. Because I'm programmed that way.
But then you stop.
Yes, because I am telling you, I'm in such pain. And you know what I do? Every day I check myself.
Pain.
And then let's say I take up rollerblade. I would check myself every day to see what hurt.
Oh.
I'd be like, I think my knee hurts.
See, you know what? When I first started rollerblading, it made one of my ankles swell. This would have stopped you.
Oh, stop me. I would have been in surgery. Stop me. My mother's voice, you see? They're rollerblading. And you know that's not good for the joints.
Oh, boy. Well, I just rollerbladed until it went away.
Then even like when I go on a diet, are you getting enough fat in your diet? So I go, well, what do you mean fat? You're supposed to cut down on your fat. But you need lubricants to oil the inside of the body for the bowels.
Oh.
So I said, wait
Where
a
did
second.
she get her doctorate?
Yeah, I don't know. So I go, Ma, I have a tablespoon of canola oil every day. A tablespoon? You need purified butter.
Oh, boy.
On everything. Well, that's her philosophy. My mother eats tons of fat, and then, she looks...
She is not basing this on any... That's a feeling with her.
A feeling. You have to grease your insides. This is what she says. You have to grease your insides. And she's so definite about it, and you hear that, and then I go, Ma, just get out of here. And you get crazy. So then she leaves, right?
Yeah,
and I'm on my diet. Next thing I know, my eyeball blows out because the doctor tells me it's too dry. I go, maybe I'm not greasing my insides. He goes, what? Has nothing to do with it. And I go, maybe my mother's right. I have to grease my insides.
So did you start?
No, screw that. Grease insides. I don't want to be fat. Grease your insides.
Grease your insides.
You have to grease your insides. For God's sakes, what's wrong with you? And my father's like in shell shock. He don't even listen to this anymore.
He just ignores.
You have to relax. You have to get your rest. You should take a nap and relax on the weekends. And with that rollerblade. Where's I hear that crap? With the rollerblades.
Well, see, what I'm telling you is I continued to rollerblade even though that ankle was swollen until my ankle got used to rollerblade.
Right.
You would never do that. You couldn't get to the other side.
No, I'm telling you, I'm an emotional cripple. You don't know it. You think you got problems.
All you have to do is challenge these beliefs, Howard.
I know. Robin, I'm a weak man.
Face your fear, Howard.
I can't do it.
Face your fear, fire and walk through it.
Can't do it. When you walk through a storm, hold your head up high. And don't be afraid of the jerks. All right, we got to take a break. We'll be back right after these words. Exclusive vending is the way to go. I'm telling you, if you want to pick up some extra cash, look into Exclusive Vending. Wow, what a company. For under $9,000, you get in the vending business. I would love to have a vending machine right here on this floor. I would make a fortune, Robin. 2 vending machines. I see them side by side. One has snacks, the other has drinks. And let me tell you something, I'd make a fortune.
You might find a need to have more machines.
I bet you I could support 8 machines up here. Because there's nothing to eat. You know what I'm talking about? There's nothing to eat up here.
Give me a good idea, Wolf. I have to think of my future.
Yeah.
No, really.
That is a great idea.
I wouldn't.
Yeah, but you got to get permission from the company.
Right. I'm going to work on that.
Good luck.
Because, you know, people are always up here, like, they're always going out for, like, candy bars and ring dings and stuff.
You make a fortune. That's why people are dying to get... This is a $30 billion a year business. If you want to get in for under $9 grand, and you don't have to know... Excuse me, there's someone... Oh, Gary Puppet, yes?
Could I get in on this, too? Because I'm trying to get my hand on the doorknob of life.
All right, very good, Gary Puppet.
It's either this or become a dog trainer. But I found out in order to be a dog trainer, you have to be smarter than the dog.
All right. Well, maybe that dog could teach you a few new tricks.
Woof.
All right. 1-800-879-5040 is the number. And you don't even have to know anything, Gary. You can just...
This is a perfect job for you.
It's perfect because I don't.
You're a blank slate. Here's the point, Robin. Just call the number. 1-800-879-5040. 1-800-879-5040.
I'll get my wife to separate the quarters from the dimes.
Right. Brother P-Touch PC. I've been talking about the Brother P-Touch for a long time, and the Brother P-Touch PC is something you want to look into. What is it? It makes professional labels right in your house on your computer now. Robin, you've got to get this. You just plug it into your port, that second port where your printer is.
Well, you know, I'm so happy with my current P-Touch.
What are you drinking?
Water.
I was afraid you're drinking coffee. No wonder you have a bad stomach.
Plain old
water? Maybe you shouldn't even drink water. Is it cold water?
Hot.
Oh, hot water. Okay. Flush out your system.
Yes.
All right. Easy, Robin.
I'm flushing even as we speak. Oh, man.
What?
That not only sounds bad, it looks bad.
There's a Picasso in my underpants.
I can imagine.
And it stinks in here.
A Rorschach test.
It's like cracking up in the control room. All right, anyway, hey, listen. Brother...
Oh, and it smells. Everybody's covering up.
Oh, man, do you smell that?
No, but I'm not going to.
Wait till you smell this. Hey, Brother P-Touch, I'm telling you, Robin, you smell that, Jackie?
Jesus.
There you go. Paybacks are a bitch. He got me the other day.
Did he?
Oh, yeah.
No.
He didn't get you that bad.
There's more mud in my underpants than Woodstock. All right, listen, Brother P-Touch PC for your computer. Robin, it comes up right on your screen.
I just can't imagine this.
And you can import graphics onto these labels. It is so totally professional. It's great. Brother P-Touch PC, available at Staples, Office Max, Nobody Beats the Wiz, J&R Music World, Top Supplies, and CompUSA. A lot of mud in my underpants.
We're back with the Howard Stern Show.
During the commercials, I passed some very sloppy Woodstock commentary and also tapes to play of the various VJs.
All right.
And Gary, you have an announcement for us?
Yes, the Howard Stern Show is looking for interns for the fall semester.
We need lackeys to work for free.
You must be a college student, and you will receive 3 credits for the internship, or you have to be able to receive 3 credits. We prefer students with some production and office phone skills.
And if you're gay, that's better.
You should send your resume and cover letter stating why you want to be an intern.
Oh, that's not necessary, is it?
To Kathy Tobin, Kathy with a C, care of the Howard Stern Show, 600 Madison Ave, New York, New York, 10022. Kathy will contact you after she receives your resume.
Anybody with huge teeth or stuttering need not apply. We have that covered.
Gay, legless.
Gay and legless.
All other
wait a second. We've never had.
Well, we got gay rich.
We've never had a lesbian intern before.
Yeah, we're dying for a lesbian intern.
We've never had. What minorities haven't we?
No,
had?
we want someone with Tourette's.
Right. We've never had Tourette's.
Hey, we got a gay intern now. Got gay rich. What's that T-shirt he's wearing today?
It's, it has like the number 2 and then all these different letters, like a license plate, but it stands for Too Cute to Be Straight.
Oh.
He's wearing a Too Cute to Be Straight
He is so gay.
Hey, Jay Rich,
you should hear.
He advertises it.
Yeah.
You should hear who he thinks is gay. Like, you know,
everyone.
He thinks everyone is gay, but
well, every gay guy thinks everyone is gay.
Like, do you know who? I mean, we know that this person isn't gay, but do you know who he thinks is gay?
Who?
Conan O'Brien, gay.
Yeah, I mean that's ridiculous.
He goes, he reads this in the gay gossip columns.
You think Conan O'Brien is gay?
Well, I don't know how I'm supposed to approach this subject.
There, you sit down.
Let me see your T-shirt. Too cute. You don't have to dance. Just too cute to be STR8. Too cute to be straight.
It's like concentration.
Yeah. Where do you get that? Like at a gay store?
Yeah, in the city.
Yes.
In the city.
In the city. I'd like to see you. I'd like to see you when you're high with a lot of gay guys and like
I don't
help.
know.
Because like I think you'd probably get 3 times more effeminate. Have you ever dressed up as a woman?
No.
Not even as a goof, like just to see how you'd look as a girl?
You don't want to?
No. I
think you'd be a really cute girl.
I enjoy all my most masculine of area.
No, I'm just saying, you've never put on a dress or anything?
No.
Just to see if you'd be a good-looking girl?
No.
I mean, I've even done that.
Really?
Yeah, sure.
You know, how did you feel?
I felt good. I felt surprisingly good.
Howard, you know what we haven't asked him yet?
What?
Do you have nicknames? You know, girl nicknames?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's your name?
I don't have one, actually.
Mary.
No.
But you have friends who do?
What?
Do you have a name that guys call you sometimes?
No, actually, and it's funny because you spoke about that once before, and
every gay guy does. You're not being honest. No gay man.
They have their code name.
No gay man's ever called you anything but Rich.
They've called me delicious, good-looking, beautiful, handsome, exciting, and lovable, but never.
I'm so glad I'm not gay because I'd be so hot for this guy. You know what I mean? I have to be kissing his ass. No, I'm glad I'm not gay.
Oh God. I was in an auction yesterday.
A slave auction?
No.
You gays are big on that. How much did you go for?
$105.
That's all?
Yeah.
Who got you?
Another
gay guy?
Yeah, a really big guy.
And somebody you weren't into.
There was this dreamy guy. The auction went between like...
Even Robin doesn't talk like that. There was this dreamy guy.
He's more feminine than me.
He's more into guys than you are. You know what I mean? Like, you could take him or leave him.
There's this real dreamy guy and this big guy.
Oh, Robin, you're so
What was this, a charity auction?
Yeah.
Like an AIDS thing?
Well, who got the top dollar?
Well, I tied with some other guy.
Oh, yeah? So that was as much as was paid.
Yeah. I mean, we're talking like, oh, boy.
So now you got to go spend time with this big guy.
What do you have to do? You have to clean his apartment and stuff?
No, he gets to take me out.
And he'll probably get sex off you, right?
No.
Really?
Mm-mm.
You know, you'd be a good ginger.
In Gilligan's Island?
Yeah. Veronica. Consuelo. For a nickname. Okay, so you don't have a nickname.
No.
A lot of gays have nicknames like Leslie is a great name for a guy because it could be a girl's name or a guy's name or like Katie or something like that.
But usually they have very feminine names.
Yeah, like
Shirley and Margaret and
Stacy.
Priscilla. What was that?
Robin, you know so much about the gay lifestyle. I totally don't understand.
You think Robin's gay, right?
Show.
You think Robin's gay?
No, but actually yesterday people were asking me how she's doing, and the lesbians were asking me, oh, how's Robin? Where's Robin? Why isn't she up for auction? And I said you'll be there next week. So you have a...
And what do you think? Every celebrity is gay? You think Conan O'Brien is gay?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And who else do you think is gay?
Well, see, I don't...
You could say it. It doesn't mean it's true.
It's just your opinion.
Oh, okay. Let's see. John Norris from MTV.
Yeah, but you don't know that. You just look at him and you think he's gay.
Well, you know...
You don't know anything about it.
No, you're totally right. I totally am not trying to get anybody in trouble whatsoever.
Right.
No.
So go on. Who else?
Conan O'Brien. That guy, he's not gay. Get out. You know what? I won't even dignify this. What the big? What? Look at what?
His hair.
Look at the flip in his hair.
He has a big flip, and he talks just like me.
No.
Well, he's got a point there.
Nobody talks like you.
You think Tom Arnold's gay?
No.
No. Okay. Well, there you go. All right. I don't want your list. I don't want your laundry list. All right. Go ahead. Go back to shaving your legs.
Okay.
All right, very good. Gay Rich. So we have a gay intern there, and that's covered. But if you're Siamese twins, you have one arm.
You couldn't take another gay intern?
Well, maybe another one. If you're Chinese, Indian, cross-eyed, anything. Whatever. Anyway, there's a girl on our phone who wants to come down and get nude for us.
But you already had a guy who's bringing you 3.
No, well, who knows?
They're backing up.
You can never have enough nudity. Hello?
Hello?
Hi.
Hi.
Yes. Yes.
How are you?
Hi, this is Conan O'Brien. No, how are you?
I'm fine.
Now, you're from Los Angeles.
Yes, I'm 23.
Oh, that's perfect. So, you were from Los Angeles, but you went to Woodstock?
Right. It was horrible.
It was horrible, right?
Yeah.
Were you one of the girls who got groped?
No, I didn't get groped. I just had people say stuff.
Were you naked there?
No, I had my top off for part of the time.
Oh, yeah, I saw you.
Oh, okay.
Are you really cute?
Kind of.
Yeah, you sound real cute.
Thank you. Kind of. I'm kind of like a hippie chick.
Yeah, that's okay. We like that.
Okay.
But you shave and everything, right?
Well, I will for you.
Good. How much you weigh?
115, and I'm 5'4".
And you went there yourself or with a guy?
With my boyfriend.
Oh, you have a boyfriend?
Yeah.
But he doesn't have to come in with you, does he?
Well, he wants to get naked for Robin.
No.
That's all right.
That's okay. She's not into that, and you know what? That makes me nauseous.
Okay. Okay. Well, no, he doesn't have to come in.
Yeah, that kind of ruins it.
Oh, okay.
Did you guys have sex at Woodstock?
No, we didn't. We were too gross and muddy and...
Oh, were you like one of those people that was wallowing in the mud?
No, there were people peeing in the mud and stuff.
Yeah, I know.
That's what they said, that people were peeing on people's tents and everything.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it was really sick. And then people
Who
would go...
wants to be with those people?
Yeah, it's really a bunch of dirt. I'm telling you, that was hell. Woodstock was hell. And plus, those bands went on way too long. I mean, there were some bands there that really just... Santana... 2 songs would have been fine.
Yeah. And in fact, I heard, they said it was an incredible stench there.
Was there a lot of duty?
Yes, it stunk really bad.
Because of pee and duty?
Yeah, and just there was trash everywhere. There was people just
And people would go to the bathroom on your tent?
Well, nobody went to the bathroom on our tent. They took our tent and tipped it upside down, kind of smushed it against the fence and stuff there. It sucked.
And I saw every kid on MTV was complaining that the drugs were bad.
Really?
There was no
I heard
drugs.
there's a lot of bad LSD.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, the brown acid was supposed to be bad. That's what I kept hearing.
Yeah, no, that's a joke.
The old one.
Yeah. That's 1969.
I know.
So you're in town and you want to come. Where are you now? In New York?
In the Bronx, yeah.
So when are you going to come in? Tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And you're 5'3".
5'4".
Oh, 5'4". How much you weigh again?
115.
And breast size?
34D.
Oh, 115 and you're a 34D?
Yeah.
Are they sloppy?
No, I was a 34B, and then I turned 20, and they just kind of grew 2 sizes in a month.
Wow.
And so they're they're not sloppy. They
so they're
probably
really
will
tight.
be in a few years, but they're not right now.
Wow. You got a tight butt?
I'm not sure. I don't look at it very often.
Oh, sure. And do you wear a thong on the beach and stuff?
No, I don't wear bathing suits. I don't go to the beach.
In Los Angeles, you never go to the beach?
No, there's too filthy.
What do you wear, like little shorts and like a top, like a bathing suit top?
If I'm going somewhere where I have to wear a bathing suit, I'll wear shorts and a sports bra.
Sports bra. But
otherwise,
I love those sports bras.
But otherwise, I don't wear a bathing suit.
So you can wear a sports bra and you don't have any flab hanging over your sports bra, like it doesn't.
No.
All right. Okay. Good. Yeah, we want to see you.
Okay.
Can you come
why
down?
do you want to do this?
Why do I want to do this?
Yeah.
I want to get naked for Howard.
She loves me.
Excuse me, Howard.
Don't turn her off to the
I'm
idea.
not turning her off. I just wanted to know why. What prompted this?
Well, I mean, okay, my boyfriend works tons of overtime, and he listens to you every morning.
It's always for the boyfriend.
And wait, well, let me finish though. And he's just totally overworked and everything, and you're the only thing that gets him through the day. And so I want to do this for him because he's such a big fan of you, and I'm a big fan of you too. But it's more to
please him.
To you.
Yeah, that would please your boyfriend to be naked for me. You're right. That does please you.
She really, really wants to get naked for you because, first of all, she called 3 times before, leaving me messages. I have to get naked for Howard. Then I called her back. I told her to call this morning.
Right.
She got up early.
All right. Well, let's make her dream come true.
We left messages on my answering machine, in case Gary called saying that I really wanted to get naked for you.
Well, you're super motivated, and you know what? We love our fans, and we'd love to do this for you.
Okay, great.
We'd love to let you get naked in front of us.
Thank you so much.
Now, we could do this tomorrow morning, or we could do this in about an hour and a half.
Really?
Well, she's in the area.
Well, tomorrow morning would be better, because I have to kind of shave for
You want to? You know what? As much as I want to see you naked, I would rather see. Yeah, I'd rather see you shave.
Yeah, I think so.
Pick out all the nits and everything.
Yeah, got
all right.
all that.
Yeah, get everything all groomed. I like a little Hitler mustache.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay?
All right.
All right. We'll see you tomorrow down here.
Okay.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Super.
No, people always ask me why women do it, so I figured let me ask them.
And how'd you like that answer?
Oh, I love it.
It made total sense. For my boyfriend.
My boyfriend loves you.
Yeah.
So I want to do this for you.
Well, you know what it is? A lot of guys really do love me, and we can't get into a homosexual thing. So.
Well, I think it's kind of homosexual when you guys are all staring at a girl, and then all you can do is touch each other.
Right. So basically, this is a guy's way of getting naked for me by bringing a girlfriend up here. That's very nice.
I guess.
All right, we got to take a little break. We'll come back, and I got to play you some tape of that disc jockey on the pay-per-view, and I want to talk some more about Woodstock. I want to do my final thoughts on it right after these words.
The Howard Stern Show.
Jackie Platinum Joke Page Martling to order Jackie's 78-minute comedy CD. It's only $10, $3 shipping and handling. Price includes 20-page Jokeland catalog. Call 1-800-323-5464.
Listen to how he makes me laugh.
Yeah, Robin's laughing back there. You hear her? Thursday night, August 25th, go see Jackie at what is his second home, Rascals Comedy Club in West Orange, New Jersey, where Jackie feels most comfortable in his natural habitat. For information and dirty jokes, call 516-922-WINE. That's W-I-N-E. No one makes you laugh like the Joke Man, Robin.
No. I only laugh like that for one man.
That's Joke Man. Platinum Joke Man. Okay, very good. Very good. That's a sexy laugh, Robin. I guarantee you that must go down good in bed. All right, not that one.
That one doesn't?
That one doesn't do it for me.
That gets him right up and over there.
That's the sound you make when you see Fred in his Martian green Jeep Grand Cherokee. All right, very good, Fred. Hey, on our phone, I don't know if you saw that this guy was on the news. He was all over the New York local newscast last night. Did you see the story about the guy who came to town and he left his dog in the car and they stole it?
Yes.
Yeah, he's on the phone. I'm glad he called in. Is this you, sir?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, now you what did you have? One of those, what do you call those, weenie dogs?
Yeah, a little wiener dog,
Yeah. And they were showing pictures of it with your kid.
Yeah, we've got 3 children, Howard, and we're...
Why'd you leave your dog in the van?
Well, we've done this everywhere we've been so far.
Yeah, not in New York.
Yeah, I guess.
Where are you guys originally from?
We're from Alaska. I was born and raised there.
Yeah, Alaska's real cool. Like, you can leave your dog in the car.
Well, actually, there's nobody else around.
Yeah, well...
that's true, you know.
What, are you on vacation?
We're trying to be on vacation, Howard. We've been stuck here for the last 3 days trying to find our dog.
You want me to give you a dose of reality, or you want to hear the truth?
Well,
I'm going to tell you about dogs, and I'm going to tell you about little dogs like that in New York.
Okay.
There's 2 things that could have happened here. Because you're saying, why would somebody steal a little doggy?
Right.
First of all, our Chinese restaurants...
Oh, boy.
Now, well, hold on a second. The guy wants to know what's going on. I'm going to tell it to him the way it is. The chances of your pooch being canine Fu Young are very, very good. That's number 1.
Okay.
Number 2, if that isn't the case, a lot of these guys, ghetto types have pit bulls. And they like to feed little dogs to the pit bulls.
Why do you say these things?
I'm telling the guy, go get a new pet.
Well, we may end up having to do that, Howard, but we feel that we've got an obligation to our children and ourselves to do everything we can to try to find the one we love.
Absolutely, and Howard is not right.
Right.
There's not enough meat on our dog anyways for a meal for anybody.
Let me tell you something. Leave your kids in the car. I'm telling you, the same thing will happen. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, get a gerbil. You won't miss it when it goes. Don't get attached to these dogs.
Were the doors open?
No, they were not. They were locked. It was pried open and broken, and they stole all of our luggage, all of our clothes, and we've been
Maybe the
walking
dog
around.
just ran away.
Let me tell you something. This city that you're in is a nightmare. Do you ever see the movie with Mel Gibson? It's called
Mad Max?
Mad Max.
No, I haven't.
This is, well, you ought to rent that before you come back here, because I must tell you something. You have to be so street savvy, so streetwise. I know better to keep my kids locked in the car rather than my dog.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
I know what you mean. I know it wasn't probably one of the smartest things, but we're parked on one of the most major intersections in town.
The pit bulls, let me tell you how they train the pit bulls to kill. What they do is they have to, the dog has to smell blood.
Right.
So they have to teach these dogs to kill other dogs. This is what they're busy doing in the ghetto. Nobody's going to school.
Yeah. Well,
and once they taste blood, they can fight better.
Right.
I know about all this. I'm streetwise.
How do you know?
I grew up in a black neighborhood. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Back then it was, they didn't use pit bulls. They had the Doberman pinchers.
Right, exactly. Well, we've had some pretty good leads, Howard, and we're optimistic, so...
And never mind your weenie dog. Make sure you keep looking down so no one steals your actual weenie.
Weenie, okay.
I'm telling you right now. Now, listen, I like to listen. On the off chance that your weenie dog...
doesn't get found?
Yeah, I'm going to tell you something. You can't appeal to these ghetto types. They've got the dog. It's already fed to the pit bull. But don't tell your kids that. Just say the doggy died and you buried him on the Southern State Parkway. Yeah. No, you don't say that. You say he died of natural causes.
Okay.
And that's what my father did with me with my bird.
Yeah.
I had a bird called Dickie Bird.
What happened to Dickie Bird?
Dickie Bird dropped dead in the cage. My old man threw him in the garbage pail and told me he gave him a funeral on the Southern State Parkway, the Dickie Bird. And to this day, I'm in a psychiatrist's couch over that. Poor Dickie Bird in a garbage pail. Hey, too bad you didn't leave your wife in the car, huh?
Well, yeah, I don't
know what I'm saying?
We're getting pretty attached to each other here.
Really? I tell you something. They might feed her to a pit bull. Couldn't be the worst thing.
Yeah.
Hey, let me tell you something.
Okay.
How can I help you? If you really, you're from Alaska, you're a little naive. Maybe someone out there has your little weenie dog, and has.
Was your weenie dog wearing ID?
No, the little weenie dog didn't have anything on her. We've got got his pictures and.
You could be real happy that dog's been.
What does the weenie dog answer to?
Ellie.
Now
Ellie is her name, and she'll turn around and come running if anybody calls her name.
Describe the weenie.
She's red and tan.
No, not her. I mean, you know what I'm talking about. I'm a homo. No. I'm saying describe your weenie dog.
She's a red and tan dachshund. She's approximately 7 to 8 pounds, about 14 inches, 16 inches long. Stands off the ground about 6 inches maybe, and it's got a white spot on her chest. Is a very distinguishing mark.
I bet you the guy would know the difference. Go get another weenie dog, Rob. We'll present it to him. Kids wouldn't even know. Yeah, call it Ellie and he'll come run and believe me, feed it.
We may have to do that sometime, huh? But we feel we got an obligation to ourselves and the dog to make a valiant effort.
Don't get, you know what? And don't put. Let me help ease your pain because I can tell you're very frustrated over this.
Yeah.
Don't put too many human emotions on these dogs.
No.
They are really food in Korea, and let me tell you something. Don't get too attached to these animals. They're not that attached to you. Listen to me, please. Let's put it.
Such a warm-hearted fellow.
This is a good lesson for the kids. Life sucks. That's it. That's the way it goes. One day you're here, one day you're not. And love the one you're with. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I'm sure glad I'm not your pet.
No, come on. I love my cat, but the cat dies. I want to act like it's a kid.
Yeah, I know.
It's not
what I'm saying.
It's a dog.
He should look for his dog. If your cat got lost, you act like you wouldn't even look. You just get another one.
It's unlievable.
Well, I understand exactly what you mean.
But I'm saying, I know how the kids feel. They're very attached. They'll get over it. But listen, if the dog isn't Chinese food, it's probably pit bull food. Or I don't even want to say this about your little weenie, but I got to tell you something. Little Ellie could have been used to contact Satan in a sacrifice here. Let me tell you what we've led into this country, my friend. Because you're living up in Alaska, you don't even know you're an Eskimo.
I know.
They got Santeria here. That religion where they kill animals, they need sacrifices. They got
Isn't that mostly chickens though?
Chickens, dogs, weenies, anything.
Dogs.
Well, they ran out of chickens. And they got we got Zodiac Killer. He has to make sacrifices. We got the guy stalking Kathy Lee. He's making sacrifices to Satan. We got everybody here. Half of New York is into Satan.
Right.
I'm telling you, these religions make your Eskimo totem pole seem sensible, if I may say so. But I am going to be on the lookout for Ellie. If anybody contacts me, I will immediately turn Ellie over to you.
I sure appreciate that, Howard. That's all we can ask for.
Wait a second. Stuttering John has something. Did they find Ellie?
David, what street was he on?
She was on West Street when she was taken from the car in a kennel. West Street, right?
You got it?
No, there's a guy on the phone says that he saw the dog get hit by a truck.
Oh, really?
Oh. What's the matter with you? Is that true?
No.
Why are you doing that? You were joking?
Howard, that guy's about as bad as you.
Oh, please, tell me about it. What's the matter with you, you stupid freak? Get out. Get out of here with little Ellie. The guy's trying to have hope for his kids.
Yeah.
Stupid bastard.
Okay.
Not you, John.
Yeah.
I can't believe it. Well, tell the kid, if you want to put the kids on the phone, I'll break it to them.
Oh, don't leave your kids with Howard. He's not allowed around his own children.
Yeah, let me tell you something. If you're not man enough to handle the kids, let me do it for you.
Yeah.
I'll teach him the way my father taught me.
Yeah.
My father said this to me. Hey, you stupid idiot, the bird's dead. Shut up. I told you it's just a bird, you stupid moron. That bird didn't know you from a hole in the wall.
He didn't say that.
Oh, yeah? Go talk to my father.
His exact words.
That's a quote.
Moron, the bird said.
Oh, Pecky.
Well, you might have your hands full with my oldest daughter, Howard.
No, I know. They're in love with... Well, listen, how old was the dog again?
She was 11 months old.
11 months old, oh.
Just a puppy.
Oh, boy. Well, all right. A male or female?
It was a female.
Oh, boy.
Unspayed, so...
Don't let her go near Fred. He'll get her pregnant.
Yeah.
All right. Very good.
Okay, well, we sure appreciate anything you might be able to do, and thank you very much.
All right. Very good. I hope it works out okay, and if I hear anything, I will return your call.
I sure appreciate it, Howard. I know you touch a lot of people, and I know that there's somebody out there that's got that dog. We've already had sightings of it, and only wants the dog back for the kids.
Yeah, you know what? Hey, guys, turn in the dog to me, because I will be all over the newspaper. It would be really good for the show. All right? Thank you.
Thank you very much, Howard. Appreciate your help.
All right. Very good. Now, don't call me if your dog is lost.
We'll be doing dog law.
I just like this guy from Alaska. He don't know what's going on. He's not streetwise. He thinks there's good people here. 11-month-old dog is veal to a chink. That could be Chinese food. That could be anything.
You know
what is that?
Very tender. Very tender.
Very tender.
You have the best attitude about life. It's amazing.
By now, the bones are in a Chinatown cesspool.
Why would you even want to have children with your attitude about life?
Come on. It's a pet. And you know what? People, God bless them, they attach, they think these pets are human.
What are you talking about?
These pets, they don't, they don't recognize you for nothing. You know that dog with the O.J. murder? He stood by a while Nicole Simpson had her throat slashed.
Here we go. What do you think, every dog's Lassie?
That stupid bastard dog. Creep.
All I know is that when I come home, my cats prefer me to any other human in the house.
Oh, yeah. And you're the only human in that house.
I know. There might be somebody else there, but they come follow me.
Let me tell you something. If a homeless guy gives that dog a crumb, bingo, new owner. And that's it. Loyal Ellie.
Come here, Ellie.
Yeah, right. You're my dog now.
You're my doggy now.
You're my dog now.
Yeah.
Ellie.
Watch me, Ellie. Watch me.
Watch me, Dave. Your name is Jerry.
Yeah.
All right, very good. Ellie.
You're such a cynic.
It's good for those kids. Those kids are going to be strong kids.
Oh, yeah.
They got to learn. Learn like I learned with Dickie. Dickie bird. Dickie bird, Jeremy.
What kind of bird was Dickie?
Canary. Stupid bastard never sang a song. I think he was sick the day we got it. My grandfather picked it up and said, dump. Cheap bastard paid $5 for a bird. Oh, no.
The gerbil with wings.
Right.
But how long did you have it?
A day.
No, we had it a year or two. I don't know. My father used to clip its toenails and stuff.
Probably cut it.
Yeah, who knows what he did. He probably killed it. He probably ate the damn thing. Then the only other pet I ever had was allowed to have was a rock Cornish hen. They did something with that, too. And I'm not going into that story.
Rock Cornish hen? What was wrong with your parents?
I was out with my cousin walking his dog, Duchess. My cousin got to have a dog.
Yeah,
he got to have a
real
life.
pet.
He got to have a pet. I always wanted a pet. My mother was like, animals do not belong in a house. I was just like, what? They don't belong in the house. Fat garbage with the feet all over the carpet and chair. Yeah. Look at Just like, hey, Ma, can I be a kid for 2 seconds? So I was out walking, and all of a sudden the dog finds this bloody chicken in the road. It was full of blood and mercurochrome, and it was dripping blood, and the dog was about to eat the bird, and I captured it and took it, and I became attached to this chicken.
Yeah.
And I became very emotional about it. I said to my parents, please, until we find its owner, because I figured anyone was going to claim a chicken. It's all full of blood there. Obviously, we're trying to kill it. My father built a little pen in the backyard because my mother wouldn't let the chicken live in the house. And chicken looked like me. I'm built like a chicken. So, without the feathers. So my father built a little pen in the backyard, and the bird, believe it or not, the bird was very intelligent. I would.
What would this bird do that made you think it was intelligent?
In one day, I would just come over, and there was about 50 kids in the backyard, and only when I called it would it come to me. Pecky, I called it Pecky.
You're some namer.
Yeah, I know. Not real good with the names. Pecky. Yeah. And so I had Pecky in the backyard for the day.
And immediately he knew to come to you.
Yeah, and I would go, here, Pecky, here, Pecky. And Pecky would just come to me while all the other kids said, here, Pecky, here, Pecky, here, Pecky. So then the second day, what is it, Baba Hohai?
There's an animal lover on the phone who just doesn't agree with what you have to say.
What is it? Dad, you know my pet was eaten? That's the outcome of the story. I'll get back to it in a minute.
Peggy was eaten?
Oh, I'll tell you in a minute.
Howard?
Of course, it was a chicken.
Who ate it?
I'll tell you in a minute.
Oh, jeez.
What? Hello?
Howard?
Yes.
I think it's terrible what you're saying.
Let me tell you something. You are a lonely woman.
There might be children listening.
Oh, there's no children listening.
My dog got hit by a car. My mother had a dicky bird also.
Oh, dicky bird.
Okay, my mother had a dicky bird who died also.
I'll give you a dicky bird.
But I had a Pomeranian that was killed by a car. And
What is a Pomeranian? I like how people name these things.
That's a breed of dog.
Oh, please.
And it's the most beautiful breed.
What was that, a little tiny dog?
Little ugly dog.
Little ugly dog?
No, they look like Chow Chow.
And he was Chow. And was he your best friend?
She was.
You know, I love these people who don't care. So why did you get into people instead of dogs?
You know, I did read an article not too long ago.
When I come home and then I see a little doggy's face in the window, it feels good.
You know what? You're a kook.
Wait a minute.
Kook. How can
You're
you
a
be an animal
kook.
lover?
Calm her down for a second.
I don't even want to talk to her, Gary.
But I did read an article not too long ago that said a lot of these people who are totally into animals, they could be mental.
No, they're not only they mental. I read the same article.
Yeah.
What they were saying is that a lot of them have low IQs, and because they have low IQs, they tend to associate more with pets than they do with people.
Yeah. Oh, that's ridiculous.
And you are of low intelligence.
That's baloney. I went to Yale, Howard. How can I have low intelligence? Come on. I'm saying about the
Wait, I have another animal lover here. Wait.
You love animals?
Hello?
Animals?
There you go. Okay, good.
Okay, Howard.
I bet the dog was cuter than you. I bet the dog...
I hope one day your kid gets an animal to love and it gets killed, and then you'll see how I feel and the man feels.
What a terrible thing to wish.
What a wish. What a nice wish. So you want people...
It's terrible what you're saying, what you're thinking.
What am I terrible? What's so terrible? You stupid, dumb bitch. Don't you ever call my show again. I had to bleep you off the air. Using the F word on my air. My precious air. My precious air. I hope you choke to death, French kissing a dog with his tongue down your throat, you ugly filth. Using the F word like that.
Spread the love.
What did she scream out? F people.
Yes.
I love my dog. Stupid cow.
Spread the love.
I'm not mental.
Yeah.
I'm not mental. F people.
I told you she's mental.
Well, that's what the article said. It could be a sign that you have some kind of a
course
mental
it is.
problem.
People who have brains in their head don't worry about dogs. Yeah, I would have a dog. I have the dog. And so the dog gets eaten. What am I going to do? It's food.
Well, tell me what happened to Pecky.
Very painful. Very painful. I was very young, and I had Pecky, and had him in the backyard there for a day. And within a day, the hen knew me. And I saw he was all injured and everything. You know, he had blood on him. I cleaned him up. My father built a whole pen. We fed him Quaker oats and all kinds of stuff. Good food. And the second day of having Pecky, I was nervous. I would check Pecky in the morning. The squirrels wouldn't get to him. I had big wires around him so no one could get to him. And I would talk to him before I go to school. My mother used to watch me. She said, I watch you from the window. As she would say, Pecky, don't worry. I'll be back from school. You know, the whole thing. Very emotional. I had a rock Cornish hen.
Mm-hmm. Your hen.
Yeah, because I couldn't have a dog or anything. Of course, my aunt went and found some farmer who lived in Belmore, Long Island, who owned my rock Cornish hen. He was raising it for food, and the other hens used to pick on Pecky because Pecky was the smallest one.
Yeah.
That's what all the mercurochrome and stuff was. And my aunt goes, we're going to return it to the farmer. And I said, no, what do you mean? I said, he didn't take good care of Pecky. So, of course,
like you.
Of course, my aunt pulls my mother aside and says, Pecky's about 2 days away from being sold to the frozen food section. But no one told me. They told me Pecky was going to go to like an old age home for, he wouldn't be killed, and that the farmer promised he wouldn't be killed.
You bought anything.
I was an idiot. And they took Pecky from me after 2 days.
Aw. This is why you're so mean and
Of course.
up.
I was screwed up.
Pecky.
I was abused. Like Roseanne.
This is childhood trauma.
So that was the only pet I had. And then I had a frog, but it got stung by a bee and dropped dead.
Woo, what did you have?
In its belly. I found it flipped over in its can.
Where was the frog kept? Outside?
Yeah, my mother wouldn't let me keep it inside. Oh, she's incredible.
You couldn't adopt some cat in the house?
No, she wouldn't let cats freak my mother out.
Really?
Yeah, she hates my cat. She's like, look, the cat never goes on the kitchen table, only when she's there. She goes, you should not have pets in the house. It is wrong. Animals belong outside. I go, Ma, this cat would have been dead. So?
Oh.
So it would have lived its natural life.
Oh, boy.
And I said, what are you talking about? She goes, and that cat, fat, goes up on the kitchen table where you eat. I go, Ma, the cat never goes up on the kitchen table. Sure enough, 2 seconds later, my mother's sitting at the table. The cat climbs up on the kitchen table. Look, Ben. That's my father. Ben.
What does she want him to do?
She wants it. No, she wants him to see. See, cat never goes on the kitchen table. It's like, oh, get out of the house, will you? Let's go to your house just once. That tiny box you live in. A tiny box only you could afford because my father wasn't a good wage earner. Go sit there with no cats. Talk to the wall. I want to talk about Woodstock. I don't want to talk about pets anymore. I'm not going to waste my breath on this ridiculous conversation. And if anyone finds Ellie, the dog, send it back to that Eskimo. And now we'll be done with it. All right, let me take a break, Rob. When we come back, I'm going to talk about
compose yourself.
Pay-per-view.
Oh.
Right after this.
We're back with the Howard Stern Show.
My Robin is a little uncomfortable today. I see it in her eyes. I can tell. I see it in your face. Is that look of pressure. A little bad stomach, and I can see in your eyes you might need to go to the can again. Don't go so much, though.
No, I don't. I'm not.
Because you're putting too much pressure back there. I'm afraid of hemorrhoids or something going wrong.
I haven't been. I've only been once.
All right. Do they have soft toilet paper in there for you? Because I'll run. Gary,
sandpaper in there.
Go out and get my princess soft toilet paper. How dare you? Cotton balls. Cotton balls with this you can swipe with. Swab, yes.
Moist cotton balls.
Moistened cotton balls. With antiseptic on them.
Witch hazel.
Yeah. Clean up any bad areas. Buy a lamb's tongue.
Ooh.
Well, wouldn't hurt you.
Party.
All right, let me talk to you a little bit about... we were in here trying to decide if that guy's dog was still alive. We were trying to figure
Please, don't put your bad thoughts on that dog.
No, it was like, it was kind of like... The scenario, like a real guy who breaks into cars, would he want to hassle with like a little dog?
He might be a dog lover.
Yeah.
He's a thief, but a dog lover.
Sold it to a Chinese restaurant. All right, I don't even want to think about it. All right.
I tend to think of it like Puck, that guy on MTV who found the dog and just couldn't, he didn't even think that it would have an owner.
Yeah, okay, let's sure. All right. Let's, it could have been the guy broke into the car to steal their bags and the dog just jumped out.
Yeah, and somebody else found it. That's my scenario.
Found a little weenie dog. Weenie dog. All right, I got to play you this tape. So I'm watching pay-per-view Woodstock and everything, and as I've commented already, there were a couple of good performances, and the rest of the groups went on way too long. But it was work. I liked it. I mean, I liked watching Porno for Pyros, and I liked Metallica, and I thought that even though you didn't like it, I liked Phoebe's stuff, that gospel.
Well, maybe it's because I heard the originals they were doing, and
I see.
they paled in comparison.
All right, mellow out over there. You're not feeling well. And I liked, who else did I like? 9 Inch Nails I liked a lot. And, but a lot of, like, Joe Cocker was on way too long, and Traffic, and Almond Brothers.
Well, anybody you didn't like was on too long.
Yeah, but they had these insipid VJs. I mean, what is it?
We talked about. Do you know how long the band was on for?
Yeah. I mean, the band and Friends.
I'll tell you why. Because I was going through the videotapes yesterday, looking for these clips.
Yeah.
At 3.5 hours of the first tape, 3.5 hours, and the band came on.
Is your audio bad too?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm telling you, they put a hum on that audio that they fed through pay-per-view, so we'll have to go out and buy CDs.
But it's 3.5 hours in to the show, the band came on. When I started the second videotape, they were still on, so that means that they were on over 2.5 hours with all their friends.
I mean, that's amazing.
Oh.
It's an amazing... But that's why the movie will be so cool, or whatever they put together as a concert tape.
They won't be in it at all.
Yeah, they'll be in it for one song.
But...
And whatever... and then it'll be cool.
Maybe not even one.
Yeah, right.
If those songs...
Because it's depressing seeing old rock stars, that you thought were cool, and then you look at them, and they're like... They look completely out of place.
And then, like, Bob Weir came out and did stuff. Like, if any of those songs were already good...
The Grateful Dead suck. I don't know what that's all about.
And he wasn't even doing any Grateful Dead songs.
No.
He was doing his own bad songs.
I mean, I don't know what's going on with, like, these hippies, like, traveling around and all watching the Grateful Dead, but I don't think... they suck. They just suck.
But they had the band, Roger McGuinn, Hot Tuna... Bruce
all
Horn,
bad stuff.
Collectively, they haven't sold 10 records in a while.
Right, yeah. It's just no one's interested anymore. Aerosmith is the only old band that has successfully generated heat.
They continue to do music that people want to listen to today.
Yeah, if you watch them on Woodstock, they were doing more new songs than they were old songs. If they were still doing old songs, no one would care.
Yeah.
Anyway. So then But the worst part of it was these VJs. You think that the VJs on MTV are bad? They look like superstars compared to the VJs they had on pay-per-view. They were real annoying. That one woman was driving me nuts.
Most of this tape is her, but she was actually pretty good looking.
Was she?
You saw her?
Yeah, she was.
I never saw her.
She was tall and thin, blonde hair, wearing dark glasses. She's pretty attractive.
All right, it's Deborah at the North Stage, and now we have...
Deborah at the North Stage.
Oh, it's Mud and Blood.
And she's like, Deborah at the North Stage.
All right, it's Deborah at the North Stage, and now we have Mud and Blood and Clowns and Vampires. Cool. Porno for Pyros, mixing it up literally and causing much chaos. For a minute there when that chick was swinging on that rope, I thought I was at a Madonna concert.
Oh, here's the part I like where she goes, this is definitely not the kind of guy you want to bring home to Mama. I thought, watch, it's coming up.
Just the kind of guys you want to bring home to Mama. Let's have
just the kind of guys you want to bring home to Mama. I don't know anybody on the planet that speaks the way disc jockeys speak. I just don't. Just the kind of guy you want to bring home to Mama. Girls never used to do that. They never used to sound jive on the radio. Now they're starting to sound like yucky guys.
Yeah, they're getting that sort of
guys talk like this.
DJ thing.
Yeah, I don't. At some point, a lot of DJs will start to talk like this. I guess they kind of felt that.
Hey.
Yeah, let me go.
Everything was.
I used to, early on in my career, I once went to a DJ convention. It was like a Billboard magazine convention. Have you ever been to one of those?
I've been to the news end of that.
Oh, well, the DJ thing is real fun because it's like, hello, where are you from? And actually, it's not even that friendly. Every DJ hates every other DJ.
Right.
Like everyone else
Very
is too
cold.
good. Yeah. So where'd you work?
I was in Toronto at Chum FM, then I went over to W4 Detroit, and then I was over...
There's always 37 different call letters, and each guy thinks he knows more about radio than the next guy.
And each guy's checking out each other's voice.
And they all walk around talking in those voices the whole day.
Hey, I like the sound of my own voice. I can accentuate every friggin' word. Hey. Hell.
Every friggin'
Now you hear girls doing this stuff.
Just the kind of guy who went back home to Baba.
Come to the South Stage and see what's happening over there. I believe Jagger's standing by.
Jagger. That was another dude. That was a dude.
I believe that Jagger is standing by.
I believe Jagger is standing by. I believe I see OJ.
He's crouching down.
750,000 watts of Dylan. This must be heaven. We're all kind of holding our collective breath to see how he would be received.
Our collective breath.
We're all kind of holding. Who talks like that? 750,000 watts of Dylan. Yeah.
I remember, I
Kinda
don't know
all
if you
holding
pulled
our-
any of the stuff off when the Almond Brothers were on. She was just screaming, Dickie Betts must be God.
Yeah, the best thing she was screaming, I think we have this where she goes, hey, Cher, eat your heart out. Right? Did you get that?
There's something even weirder than that.
Yeah, something about Cher, like Cher sitting by pining away for that tattooed,
that
infested,
big fat,
big fat
man.
hillbilly, Greg Allman, who was the no talent of the group.
She's got her Oscar. She's very upset.
Yeah, she's having sex with 25-year-old guys.
Nothing's happened to her since he left.
Yeah, right. Her life's been in shambles. Cher, eat your heart out. They don't know what to say. I don't think anybody thinks.
Well, you know who the guy Jagger is? Somebody just told me yesterday.
Mick Jagger.
No, he co-hosts Love Phones with Dr. Judy. Like, he's not even like a rock and roll guy. He's some guy.
Hi, this is Jagger. On the love phone with Dr. Judy.
Dr. Judy, another winner. Got sex advice from a house prowl like that.
They might as well have had her there.
Yeah. Oof.
Cher, eat your heart out.
Yeah. Cher's in Hollywood, and Greg Allman's playing to muddy retards.
And can't stop.
And
He's
can't
got
stop.
to tour
Yeah,
and
right.
tour and tour.
The mosh pit was silent during the ballads, and it came to total life during that last set. The immortal Bob Dylan.
They were moshing to Bob Dylan?
They didn't know what else to do. They were like, will
She's
they get
full of
him
it.
off?
Yeah, they were banging each other's heads trying to get rid of him.
What Bob Dylan song could you mosh to?
I don't know, but he was awful. He ought to retire. Get the hell off the
No,
stage.
he's like Frank Sinatra. They keep putting him out there.
No, at least Frank Sinatra sings the songs and you recognize him. Right.
Oh,
Mostly.
if he's singing to the right end of the microphone.
Yeah, he's got the microphone upside down, genius. Testing 1, 2. Why isn't this working, Frank Jr.?
To remind you, the Red Hot Chili Peppers are coming up along with Peter Gabriel here on the North Stage. On the South Stage,
She's screaming the North Stage, the South Stage. Just put the stupid music on.
Put her under the stage.
Yeah.
Hi, this is
like,
Hi, this is Deborah under the stage. They just shoved me here because I make no sense. This is Deborah under this North Stage. Fred Norris just buried me here. I'm knee-deep in mud.
Big Cliff will be kicking his reggae all-stars and flavor that way.
Kick him.
I feel very, very, very proud of Generation X tonight, showing the whole world they are full of patience, wisdom, and tenderness.
she's personally proud of Generation X.
I am very
talking about?
I am very, 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 very proud.
That they didn't boo him off the stage.
Well, she's trying to talk real fast. Like, mellow out, slow down. It's pay-per-view. There's only endless hours to fill.
She's got so much to say in a short time.
She could learn a lot from Peter Jennings on that OJ tape. OJ is getting out of his car.
What do you see?
Everybody be quiet.
We have a phone call now from a gentleman who lives next door to Mr. OJ Simpson. Hello, sir.
Hello there.
Hello there, Mr. Jennings. How do you feel?
Well, we're all feeling very tense.
Yes, you'd be very tenses out there. Very, very tenses. And I see OJ. And he'd be real scared.
He'd be crouching down.
Peter, this is Al Michaels. I believe that was a
Prank phone call.
prank phone call.
They are into Dylan big time tonight at Woodstock 94. You should have seen what was going on during I Shall Be Released. All these flags from all different countries just popped up out of nowhere. It was incredible, and it looks like Bob Dylan will be returning to the microphone just about now. Let's check it out.
Let's check it out. Right now, I'm very dry, very warm, and comfortable, and full of good food, and I'm very proud of my stupid brothers and sisters in the mud, my Generation Xers.
She's speaking.
Suckers.
She's speaking off the top of her head, but it sounds like a teleprompter.
It sounds like the top of her head spun off.
I think this is the Almond Brothers one.
Oh, good.
We cannot wait for the Red Hot Chili Peppers. It's been just an incredible day, incredible night. I can't believe that it's finally winding down.
What's amazing is she's winding down a little. You know what I mean? Like you think she'd get tired.
Everybody here wants it to end. We could go for another 3-4 days. I don't know how much sleep. It doesn't matter. The thruway is closed. People are bonding together. We need that body heat tonight because it's supposed to feel like it's going to be in the 30s later on. So, hug somebody around you if you're here. If you're at home, in your Dockers, hug somebody anyway, okay? We could use the extra.
Yeah, I was hugging something.
Driven by the power of the funk, born in the smog of the mid-'80s, and here to kick some of the jams they recorded while living in a haunted house in the Hollywood Hills.
She's not black?
No. See, I told you.
Wasn't she trying to say, hey,
Yeah.
try to kick some of those jams?
You didn't get any of the roof off the sucker?
No, I didn't. She has what does she take what does she go down to a high school and listen to, words that high school kids say?
She doesn't appear to be young if you see the visual.
Yeah, we're going to be kicking. You know what I got to do? My career's coming to a close. I got to learn some phrases, like kicking some jams. I know what I'll do. I'll watch Arsenio reruns and say whatever he says. So we're going to be kicking in some jams and whooping it up here in the posse. And,
That is what they claim. That house was haunted. Here to deliver blood, sugar, sex, and magic, all of which happened in that house in a Hollywood
What is she
Hills.
talking about?
We are
She's introducing the Red Hot Chili Peppers. They had an album called Blood, Sugar.
I didn't know what she was talking about.
But she's all over the place.
Yeah.
They got together, born out of the smog of the 80s in L.A. in a haunted house.
Man. Oh, they were born out of the 80s?
Out of the smog.
What are they, 14 years old?
On the band, many people here have come as far away from China and Japan, I understand, to witness.
Probably one
There's
guy.
always been a magical connection between the Red Hot Chili Peppers and their fans.
And the
Maybe
Chinese.
because that group shares the energy, the enthusiasm, the lifestyle of its audience. Maybe it's just because their songs and they're kind of like anthems to the restless and that wild abandon you feel.
Oh, boy.
When you're listening to the Chili Peppers, everybody feels it with you. Or maybe it's just because they kick ass. They're a great band.
Yeah, they kick ass.
We can only hope they don't.
Is she a mental patient talking to herself? Saying they lock her?
She's having an argument with herself now.
Yeah. She goes, maybe everyone loves the Chili Peppers because they kick ass, or maybe it's because they
wrote anthems.
They wrote anthems, but
Maybe it's because
maybe they were born in the 80s and out of the smog, and the Chinese all came here from out of town.
Spirit.
What do you think, Mr. Hand? I think that, yes, I believe as a matter of fact you're correct there, Deborah. Chinese guys. One guy delivering takeout to Woodstock. Yes, I believe Chinese came here tonight. Yes, the Chinese did go here, didn't they? Here's Ellie sandwich.
This fabulous farm into a dump site.
Cool.
Red Hot Chili Peppers have taken the stage here.
Red Hot Chili Peppers in the house.
We ask you to feel the heat with us. It's Woodstock all over again, 1994. Here they come to the microphones now.
Here they come to the microphones now.
Dude. When they kept throwing it to each other, they kept doing a lot of that. Over to you, Jagger. Dude.
Jagger, dude. This is Jagger. Jagger. All the DJs now have one name. Yeah. Kennedy. Jagger. Jackie.
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 All right, we're going to change gears now. In the spirit of this festival, everybody gets to represent. We're running the gamut from world music to folk to metal to rap, gospel, classic rock. That's
Everybody gets to represent.
Everybody gets to represent.
Even idiot DJs. She was driving me crazy.
I know.
I was going to put my foot through the friggin' TV.
Maybe that's why I didn't watch so much. I was afraid of running into her.
No, she was ruining the show.
Yeah, she was getting me nuts.
But she got my attention every time she came on.
Yeah, maybe she's actually very good.
I don't know. She sure was annoying.
Yeah.
We're not talking about any of the other guys.
Get her on the phone. I want to talk to her.
I'd like to find out who she is.
And we want to find out everything about Deborah. We're her biggest fans. Get her in here.
You'd like her if you saw her.
Probably would. That's probably
come
what.
here and kick some jams.
If she would come here and kick in some jams, it would be pretty cool. Hey, you know what we ought to do?
Rip the roof off this sucker.
Next week when we have the Electric Comic Book reunion, maybe she can introduce it.
Oh, yeah. Don't we
Now, come on. Now we're going to represent.
Everybody gets to represent.
Even Electric Comic Book. Electric Comic Book, my 6th grade band will be in here. When is that happening?
I'm still waiting for some calls back from...
I was thinking
Get a
about it.
hold of those other two guys.
I got a really cool idea. Why don't I take those songs and we get like the biggest kick-ass band together, like all the name musicians we know, like a great drummer, great guitar
and
players.
make them play that?
Make them play that and see if we can't record that.
No. You know what you're talking about? You're talking about
harmonies.
It's a tribute album.
Right. No, but I'd have to sing.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Yeah, we want to be funny.
Right.
Don't be so excited.
Yeah.
I can't imagine real musicians playing.
Like, maybe those songs are good. It's just that...
It will be...
No, but I'll do it like this. It will be... And then Fred will come in and... We...
Oh, please.
There's ways of jazzing those songs up. Woodstock was easier to put together than my stupid electric comic book reunion. What's going on with those guys?
I spoke to one guy who was trying to track down Mr. Carger.
Oh, really? We can't find him now?
No.
He was the one who proposed it.
He's available.
We've got for you now, one of the tightest bands on the planet. They've been together for 25 years, so you know you got it right. Cher, are you watching? Your ex is about to represent. The new LP.
Ooh, that's my favorite. You got to pull that off. Cher, are you watching? Your ex is about to represent. What does that mean, represent?
That's a black thing. That's why I said this is a white woman trying to be black. That's what bothered me all day long.
I told you I thought it was a black woman.
No, and I told you I knew she was white.
Yeah, one of the tightest bands on the planet. They've been together for 25 years, so
Not
you know
really.
you got it right. Cher, are you watching? Your ex is about to represent. New LP, where it all begins, is their first studio recording since
You're about to represent.
What is it?
We think she's on Hot 97 here, which is the local black
station. So she's like a white lady who has to pretend to be black.
Yeah.
She's fooling all the blacks. Hey, baby, this is Howard. I'm wondering if like Hot 97 would let me go on one night, but not as Howard. I'd like to go on as
You don't know all this lingo.
Hey, this here be Chitlin Face. Good morning, everybody.
Oh, yeah, you're full of...
Now, looky here. We're going to be playing some really good music here on Hot 97.
Yeah, right.
Now, looky here. This here be your number one wigger. I'm a white man trying to be bad, get down with my bad self. Now, looky here. Howard's in the house. I mean... whatever.
Now, when have you ever really heard a black person say, looky here?
Looky here. Kingfish.
Amos and Andy.
All right.
That was a white rendition of what black was supposed to be like.
No, it wasn't.
Those guys
You know
weren't
what?
black?
No.
Excuse me, the people who wrote the original Amos and Andy were white.
Yeah, but it was black people who read it.
That's right. That was their interpretation.
There were black people who read it when they did the TV show.
Exactly.
So they were doing what white men told them to do.
Oh, you don't blame the white man for that. Come on now. No, I'd just like to get on that Hot 97 one night and go, hey, baby, how you doing, man? Now, look at here. This is the badass...
Now, looky here.
Now, look at here.
Come
here. No.
You don't see Deborah doing that. She goes, let's kick some jabs.
Hey, come on, let's kick some
Time for
jabs.
you to represent.
Come on, let's kick some jabs and represent.
It's of Two Worlds in 91, and
It
it's so
ripped the
cool the
roof
way
off
that
the
they
sucker.
recorded it. What they did is set up just as they would for a live concert with monitors and no headphones, just played the song straight
Cool.
through without any overdub.
This is because
Wow.
nobody was going to
time
suffer
he's
them.
ever heard his guitar sound the way it should sound, booming through those big amplifiers, not those tiny headphones. The result is one of the best albums they've ever turned out in their 25 years.
Yeah, okay, could you talk any faster? Because I'm getting a headache. I gotta tell you, this is one of the best albums ever. It's the new Almond Brothers Eat a Peach album, and I must tell you that it's the best. Now, you might be wondering how they recorded this album. It was unbelievable. They were really kicking in the jabs one night, and they recorded without amplifiers or anything. They just did it. I mean, how could you talk? You can't even think that fast.
Pecky Beth says that's the only way you're supposed to hear a guitar.
Yellow Treasure. I got to tell you something. I took a speed talking course just the other day, and I must tell you, I passed. I got 100 on that test.
Playing together, they're looking good today here at Woodstock 94.
They are looking
ready
good.
for them. You kind of feel like you're flying if you just sit back, close your eyes, and listen to the Almonds. They are
Yeah.
definitely the tightest band you will probably see today in terms of strictly musicianship. They may not have like those pyrotechnics or the showmanship of like Metallica.
Sure.
But I'm telling you, their licks are untouchable.
How does she pack so many like phrases like licks?
Licks are untouchable.
Well, their licks are untouchable.
She hasn't had one original phrase for like hours.
She is packed with cliches. She must have those written down in front of her. I guarantee it.
Yeah, there's no way this is coming off the top of her head.
I got to tell you something. They've got some incredible licks. I must.
They're tight. They got licks.
My head would be smoke. They should have pictures of her with smoke coming out of her ears. Her hair catches on fire.
I got to tell you.
Probably as fresh today as Cream must have sounded in 67 or Santana in 69. Greg Allman will be on vocals today. He'll also be playing the Hammond B3 organ. We got Dickie Betts on vocals, lead guitar. Warren Haynes on vocals, lead and slide guitar.
Dickie Betts will be playing slide guitar while Greg will be on that Hammond B3 organ.
I want the model number.
Yeah. Could you give me the model number again of that organ?
That's number 602593.
Yeah.
And by the way, Warren Haynes' guitar is out of tune on the G string, so tune it up a little bit, dude. It'll be the bitchinest guitar on the planet. Let's rock the house.
It only slows down on the last word of this huge rap.
And every once in a while, she has to throw in a fake laugh.
They are the tightest band. I don't mean physically, because as we're speaking, they're tearing Greg Allman away from the buffet. I'm just saying the musically tight. Their asses are pretty widespread. Yeah, tight. And let's go over to Jagger. Actually, they're the tightest band. What do you mean by that, Deborah? I mean, their clothes are the tightest. They've been eating a lot the last couple of years.
Alan Woody on the bass.
Alan Woody.
God, he's coming for you.
Alan Woody in the house.
He's coming for you.
Is he a monster?
She's like a female wigger.
What do you mean, like? And, of course, backing the whole thing up, we got J-Mo on the drums. Watch this guy.
I thought his name was J-Mo. Not J-Mo.
J-Mo. Watch this man.
Is it J-Mo, Fred?
Yeah, it's, yeah.
I thought his name was J-Mo. He's one of those, he's another black guy who, like, in a group of white guys, they always put one black percussion player. In the 60s, that was big. The 60s and 70s.
Yeah, they had Rebop, Kawakaba, and Traffic, and...
Yeah.
Rebop,
Kawakaba. Crosby, Stills, and Nash, from one album, even had a black guy on percussion. Remember that?
Was it Dallas Taylor?
Yeah,
No.
Dallas Taylor.
I can't remember that.
No, Dallas is white.
Okay.
So what was the black guy? Remember he was standing there? And you got
Isn't it Greg something?
No, he was percussion.
Even Santana had Sheila E's father.
Yeah.
It was like
everyone had a black
Coke
guy.
Escobedo.
What's his name?
Coke Escobedo.
And what was cool about it was when you posed for the picture on the back of the cover, you made sure you put the black guy up front to show how cool you were.
And hugged him.
Yeah, yeah. Everyone had their arms all over him and stuff.
He's our friend.
Yeah. Meanwhile, he's never on the next album. And there's J-Mo. And I remember J-Mo, because I went to the Fillmore to watch the Blood, Sweat, and Tears on the Allman Brothers. And J-Mo was there. Everyone was nervous for the Allman Brothers. Like maybe they were falling into something evil. Had J-Mo handcuffed to the drums.
Oh. Yeah, I go home now.
Hey, what's up with the Allman Brothers? They got a black guy. Hey, they're cool. And J-Mo is on the drums.
The fireball of energy. Butch Trucks returns for the drums.
Cool.
And we got Mark Quinones on percussion.
Quinones.
They are the Almond Brothers Band. ABB to y'all. I am
ABB.
I mean, come on.
ABB's in the house.
She didn't irritate me enough this weekend. You have to continue playing.
ABB really irritates me. Now, that got me.
No one has ever used that term.
ABB to you all.
What does that?
Which is worse?
Almond Brothers Band.
What irritates you? What irritates you more?
Everything about her.
ABB or to y'all?
To y'all.
The whole thing, that ABB. Nobody says ABB.
Nobody's ever called them that.
Said that?
No one. I've never heard that.
That's a first.
Butch Trucks returns for the drums, and we got Mark Quinones on percussion. Together they are the Almond Brothers Band. ABB to y'all. I am telling you.
ABB to y'all.
Front page of the New York Times this morning. All the people of the second generation of the Woodstock Nation. It is history now, and we're about to make some more.
Oh, that's not the second generation.
Second generation of the Woodstock Nation.
It rhymes. Don't mess it up. It doesn't have to be factually
But it
correct.
isn't. It isn't.
Of course not.
Sick rock style. Welcome home to the POWs here, waving their flags.
Cool.
And the Jerky Boys who joined us on stage. People showing up all over the place.
People showing up all over the place. Jerky Boys and some POWs.
Wow. Did you see Larry Bud Melman introduce, was it 9 Inch Nails?
He's
or
pathetic.
9 Inch Nails and Spin Doctors.
That's a little old already, that Larry Bud Melman thing. Larry Bud Melman's in the house with Jerky Boys and...
David Letterman, he's about to represent Eat Your Heart Out.
Eat your heart out, girls.
Are you watching David Letterman?
Are you watching Mrs. David Letterman?
He's the fattest man on the planet.
All right, I've had enough.
Ugh.
All right, I got to take a break. When we come back, we'll do some news. If Roseanne calls in, fine.
Well, Gary said sometime this week. It didn't.
Yeah, I don't think
say necessarily today.
Yeah,
it could be though.
Actually, Pauly Shore's calling in right now.
Oh, he is?
Yeah.
What time was he supposed to call?
He's supposed to call in at 8:30.
Yeah, well, I want to get out of here.
Well, he missed his time.
Yeah, he's off. I mean, we're not dying for Pauly Shore. He should be grateful. You mean Pauly Shore, the same guy who calls us every single day to be on the show. We finally put him on the show to let him call in to promote that movie of his that got 1 star. And he's busy?
I guess so.
That kid's a nitwit. There's something wrong with him.
Well,
tell him to do a Roseanne impression. This guy, if I tell you Pauly Shore calls...
Oh, yeah, he does nothing but solicit his way onto the show.
Pauly loves the show.
Always wanted to be a part of it.
Yeah. So we said, okay, we'll schedule Pauly.
Well, you know what you really want to
I remember what I wanted to talk to him about. You don't have to remind me, but forget him. It's too late. He was supposed to call in at 8:30. I see the hotline ringing. I'm not picking that up.
Well, is it him? So you can hang up on.
Yeah.
No, that's not it.
Hello, this is Pauly.
Hello.
Hello.
You know, it's not...
This is
Hey, retard, hang up.
Don't call me a retard.
Yeah, well, Pauly, you're 8, so I'm hanging up on you. What's with him, man? What's his story?
I saw him on the Tonight Show, and he wasn't doing that voice anymore.
Oh, he's done with that? What's he doing now?
He's got a crew cut, going bald a little bit, and talking normal.
Oh, all right. I mean, I was into having him on, but I'm not going to... If he calls and say, hey, you blew it. It's too late. He's off the show.
Well,
No, he has to wait another year.
Oh!
Right, Robin?
That's right.
Right. Robin is not feeling well today. All right, we're going to take a break, and we'll be back right after this. Well, exactly what I said has happened. Exactly what I said has happened.
What was that?
What are you laughing about?
Some of these stupid facts.
Exactly what I said happened.
Okay.
Pauly Shore is on the phone, and I have to go to news.
Well?
Pauly, I got to say one thing. Pauly.
Do you want me to call back?
No, listen, Pauly, listen to me.
We're off.
I don't understand you. You always listen to me. You always want to come on the show. You love to come. No, come on, Pauly.
Whatever.
Listen to me.
Whatever.
Don't get all full of yourself. Your movie isn't a big hit yet. Listen to me.
What?
You always call to come on the show, and I'm happy to have you on. But then
then what are you trying to say?
We schedule you for 8:30. You call up 9:15. I don't have time now.
Well, I didn't know that.
What do you mean you don't know? Why do you think I schedule? Everyone assumes if you had a booking on the Tonight Show. Let me ask you something. You were on the Tonight Show, right?
Yeah.
If you have a booking on the Tonight Show, you don't show up an hour later. The show's over.
Yeah, but I didn't think my call for my thing is later, so I wanted to go later. They didn't call you?
If you have an 8:30 plane, when do you get there?
Probably about 5 to around
5 of 8.
8:25.
No, you don't. You get there about what? 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
And you prepare. You prepare to get on the plane.
Prepare. Yeah.
So when you have an 8:30 call with me, you call up at 8 o'clock, or you wake yourself up, you get yourself washed. Bathe a little.
Stern. Hello.
All right, now I can't talk now.
So what do you want me to do?
I don't know what to do. I literally, Robin, explain to Pauly the problem.
We have a scheduling problem.
Okay,
this is a show.
okay,
It has,
I
a time limit.
All right, stay on hold until tomorrow.
No.
Yes.
No.
Pauly, can you call in tomorrow at 8:30?
Tomorrow's no good.
Why's that?
I have something going on at 8:30.
Someone else is calling in.
And then Friday, and then we're on vacation for a long time.
Are we really?
No, but well, this is next week. But
Pauly, you know what kills me about Pauly? Pauly's always wanting to come on the show. And we always, we have nothing to, usually we don't have anything to talk about. Now the guy has a movie, I say, okay, come on, we plan it, 8:30, now it's time for news.
Why'd you call in late?
Because he doesn't, I don't know, he's not thinking.
He's being a star.
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
He's in the new movie Stripes 2, and he's all carried away with himself.
Stripes 2?
Isn't that what it's called?
No.
What's the name of the movie?
It's called Airheads.
No, that's not it.
You're in Airheads? I didn't realize that.
What is it called?
Just kidding.
It's called Stripes 2.
In the Army now?
You're in the Army
now.
No, it's called Stripes 2. It's funny. Tom Arnold and Arnold Schwarzenegger were here on time. But Pauly is busy. Pauly's tied up.
No, I'm not.
All right. Name. I'll
I'm in
ask
Hawaii,
you.
man.
Oh, you're in Hawaii.
Yeah.
Well, you're having a good time.
Well,
What'd they pay you for that movie?
The right time.
How much do you get per movie?
About how much do I actually keep, or how much do I get?
All right. You see, now we're getting into the interview. I gotta go. I gotta hang up on you. I got rules on this show. I can't just have people calling in.
Okay.
You shaved your head for that movie?
Uh-huh.
In your next film, you cut off your own pecker. And I'm telling you, man, people will flock to it. Right, Robin? Wouldn't you do that?
Well, it certainly will get a lot of attention.
You know how many people will go see that?
That'd be great.
All right, I can't talk to you now.
Okay.
You're being punished.
That's okay.
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 Do you realize this is our 4th interview with Pauly, and not once have we done like a legitimate...
Well, how can you do it with a guy?
No,
I said 8:30, which is a great time slot to be on. I said, call me at 8:30.
Hey, Howard. Also, Pink Diggly Diggly comes out today.
Oh.
I hung up on him. That's it. I'm not going to sit and interview the guy. I'm not going to interview Pauly if he calls in late. Pink Diggly Iggly. What is Pink Diggly Iggly?
His new album.
What's he talking about?
That's his goofy talk.
I'm not going to listen to that. I'm not going to talk to a baby talk. I'm going to talk like an adult. I'm not going to listen to a guy who says Pink Diggly Iggly. Hello? I got disconnected.
You'll talk to a dial tone.
Talk to a dial tone. Pink Diggly Iggly. What's with that Pauly?
He's got his own language.
Yeah, well, you know what the problem is? He's spoiled. His mother owns a comedy club. And he's had things too easy. You got to, listen, you get a booking on the show. I want people to treat this show like it's the Tonight Show or the Letterman Show.
If you're scheduled to be here at a certain time, you should be here. We don't make a big deal about having you here hours before.
And you know what kills me?
Just be here on time.
I got 50 times more dopes listening to this show who will go see a stupid movie like that than Letterman or Leno. He's banned for 6 months.
Stop the clock.
Stripes, too. He's banned.
I got you.
So I got to put my foot down with somebody. Right?
Yeah, no, you're right.
Pauly's out of control. And since his mother can't punish him, I have to.
This will be a first for him.
Yeah.
Punishment.
Yeah, he's not used to it. He's probably in Hawaii with some porno star.
This will be something new.
Yeah. Makes me sick that guy gets laid and I don't. Makes me sick. Makes me nuts. But she's in Hawaii with a babe. Bastard. Everyone's a bastard.
If he's in Hawaii, it's 3:15 in the morning, so what's the difference if he gets up at 2:30 in the morning?
I don't know.
Stay up.
You know, I feel bad about hanging up on the guy. I don't like to be hung up on, but what am I supposed to do, Robin? I have to set rules.
Well, if we don't draw the line somewhere, Howard, we'll just continue to be walked over and disrespected.
Exactly.
It does send a message, to publicists
all of
and
the show business community
that we're
putting our foot down.
We're an organization now. We should be treated
right.
as such.
In fact, he's cut into 5 minutes of my precious news time with my Robin, who is not feeling good. I'll tell you someone else who's not feeling too good is Jackie. I was in the men's room.
Jackie is exploding.
Oh, my God. I walk in, and I'm going to the bathroom. All of a sudden, there's a guy in the stall. You hear, and then...
How does he do that during the show?
I don't know, but, I mean...
What do you talk? Wait a minute. How do I do what during the show?
What you do? You do that every day.
What do you do?
Nothing.
Oh, please.
No,
I get back.
He went, and then he says... It's not his fault. It's something he's on a diet and he's taking something.
What do you mean he's taking something?
I know, he's on some kind of pills or something.
My wife's girlfriend, Fran, has me on some kind of one of these stupid diets that seems to be working.
Well, I tell you dropped 20 pounds in the men's room.
I know.
Just now.
I floated back here.
What's going on there? I mean, and we were all in there.
And he
everyone
goes in, he ruptures.
And he starts laughing hysterically.
I just open the drawstring and everything falls out and I tug it back.
There was no resistance, that's for sure. What is it, a pill?
And he was blaming it on the coffee
This isn't fair because we don't get to follow her in there.
Well, what was it, a pill?
Yeah, it's these...
Is it that sponge thing you take that fills up your stomach?
No, that's something else.
What are you taking now?
You know what? I don't know what the name of it is.
Do you have it with you?
No. And
what do you take it once a day?
Because I'd say it, maybe I'd get some for free. I don't know
what is it? You take it once a day?
It's a couple
It's a vitamin and I don't even know what kind of pills they are. I read about this.
And when they say, like, nutritionally you're not balanced,
yeah,
so if you balance...
all natural.
Yeah,
all natural.
So are you eating less?
Yeah, and you eat less, too. You know, I'm swimming a lot. I'm losing weight. I'm almost back down to as low as I was.
Really? All right, very good.
Spent a lot of time reading.
Yeah, I know. He's going to the bathroom. And
That's his exercise, going to the bathroom.
He dropped so much weight when I was watching him.
He doesn't even like line the toilet seat or anything, you know?
No, he doesn't even look to see if it's wet.
And that's why I line it twice.
Yeah.
He just like sits right down, no problem.
I know.
And you know, people really go all over that.
I know. It's so, you got to
But how do
understand.
you see all this? He goes in there and he closes the door, doesn't he?
Yeah, but Robin, he closes the door and immediately he's sitting down.
Yeah, there's no delay between all the noise you hear.
And 2 seconds later, you hear those noises.
I've never done that. I will never do that.
What, line the paper?
I've gone to the bathroom everywhere in my whole life. I've never been sick, and you morons will...
Jackie...
Look at you guys. Look at your teeth.
You have a rash?
Why do you think you're losing so much weight, Jack?
Jackie, seriously, all jokes aside, you yourself are probably the worst offender when it comes to probably going to the bathroom on the toilet.
Yeah, you're sloppy.
Oh, yeah, that's right, because I never would put the toilet seat up.
But it's got that little slot in it. Sometimes you miss. You haven't gotten a little drunk and missed?
Right? Like you never wipe down the seat or anything?
Oh, no, it's nice when it's warm and moist. Idiots.
That ass just sits down on anything.
Do you remember my great story about going to the bathroom at the bar in college?
No, what was that?
There was this little tiny bathroom in this tiny bar. And I used to always have to go to the bathroom when I went out drinking. And I went in and I was sitting down there going to the bathroom doing number 2 one night. And this drunken fraternity guy came in and he said, "Man, I've been coming to this bar for 3 years and I only saw 2 of them and you're both of them."
Jackie's the only one who goes to the bathroom there.
Yeah, I mean, who would ever go to a bar? You go to a college bar,
right.
It's nothing but, it's disgusting in there. Usually there's no door on the stall, usually no paper.
Yeah, and it stinks so bad in there if you go that everyone's going to know you went to the bathroom.
It reeks of urine because they never clean it.
Jackie is not embarrassed. He's proud.
He's not embarrassed. And he'll talk to you while he's farting.
Yeah, right, yeah. And you're hearing all kinds of things hitting the water.
He never breaks conversation.
I'm a social guy.
There was like bombs going off in the water there.
Like this.
You go to Planet Hollywood like this.
All right, very good. All right, I don't think this is newsworthy.
I don't think so either.
Hey, where's Pauly? We got disconnected.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to.
Yeah, he's probably pissed off, but. I'm right.
You are right.
I'm right.
It's just,
Let me take a break and we'll start the news.
All right.
Right after these words.
You're listening to The Howard Stern Show. 97.1 The Eagle. 97.1 The Eagle presents another low-dose show. Monday night, it's Typo Negative at the Basement. All tickets just $4.97. Plus, the first 97 people through the door get a free Eagle Typo Negative T-shirt. Forgive us, for we know not what we do. Typo Negative from your concert station, 97.1 The Eagle.
Don't wait any longer. Take advantage of the Comedy Defensive Driving School's special 6-hour Labor Day class and save $10 off the regular price. That's Labor Day only from 9 to 3:30. Call 8-COMEDY today.
What is this?
Iowa.
I just put in another Iowa mini system. I love these Iowa minis.
Another one?
Yes, because you can put them anywhere in the house, and they fit on a little countertop, or they fit right in a shelf, and the sound is mind-blowing. I hooked my Iowa mini system into my TV set, and Oh, come on, guys, huh? Give me a break. Can't get my thoughts together with that constant shenanigans. Iowa has front surround sound, too. Speaker cabinets contain 2 additional speakers angled out at 35 degrees off-center as well as 9 degrees upward. This directs the sound out and around you as well as at you. The NSX 4000 also features DSP digital signal processing.
Yeah, we heard it yesterday.
Did you?
Yeah.
That's good, isn't it?
Unbelievable.
Isn't it unreal?
He looked like a whooper with him.
Yeah. This feature eliminates the need for separate equalizer.
It really is amazing.
Oh, did you guys have? I saw you get a demonstration.
Oh, so you got a demonstration.
It's like that stuff you put in your house, like when you have like a movie theater or something.
Yeah.
Like that. It's like a sound processing thing, so you can have like sounds like a disco. It sounds like a hall.
And you should see the size of this
it has
thing.
all of that. You can choose the different.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Puts out 30 watts a channel. It's called the NSX 4000 Mini System by Iowa. Hey, if you want a free Iowa catalog, it's a beautiful catalog, too. Free Iowa catalog, you just call 1-800-BUY-AIWA and ask for extension 311. 1-800-BUY-IOWA. And you get this huge catalog, and this is the only way to buy a system now. Don't get stuck with a whole bunch of equipment that's all clunky and doesn't even sound that good.
It's small, and it's like the most powerful in its class.
Yeah, I had mine all hooked up, and I could hear the hum.
So did you get the new one?
I could hear the hum from pay-per-view perfectly.
And you know what's Howard? It's idiot-proof, too.
I know it is. That's why they made it for you.
I mean, like, it actually tells you, like, what buttons to press if you want to, like, use a tape recorder.
I know.
Great.
It's great. It really is beautiful. Iowa Mini System.
It's good times with good tires at the Super Shops Automotive Performance Centers. The Super Shops experts will show you the entire TA line in stock, ready for your car and your ride. And with prices as low as $39.95. The Upfit Rich TAs, $39.95 each. But don't stop there. Super Shops offers high performance and custom equipment. More than 250 product lines. More than 10,000 items in stock every day in every store. Look at the roster. Holly, B&M, Voit Wheels, Centerline, Krager Wheels, Edelbrock, Gerson, Hayes, Moroso, Mallory, Hurst, Hooker, and more. So let the good times roll with performance. The TA Tire, $39.95 at Super Shop stores everywhere. In River Oaks, Richardson, Fort Worth, Irving, Hurst, Arlington, and 2 locations in Dallas.
Super Shops offers the greatest in-stock selection of custom wheels you'll find anywhere. Krager, Voit, Centerline, McLean, Prime, and more at the Super Shop stores.
97.1 The Eagle.
Mini System.
We're back.
I have tape of Perry Farrell saying cool things at Woodstock, but we're going to save that for tomorrow, Robin. Also, Robin gave me this fax. I'll mention it. It's a big ad in the newspaper in Cleveland. It says, join Cleveland's busiest technical team at WMMS Cleveland. Fax your resume to Barry Thomas. Isn't that great? Now, let me refresh your memory. MMS is the station that had that engineer that cut our wires in Cleveland who's now going to trial. So they have an opening. Isn't that great?
I know. Poor guy.
Yeah. I hope he sees that and squeals. Thank you.
Hope he feels good out there on that limb all by himself.
Yep. Big trial coming up in a couple of weeks.
September 7th, wasn't that the date?
That's right. We'll be going to Cleveland for that. Want to be there for the trial. We're not sure which day to go and everything. We're working that out. Robin, what's in the news?
Well, I see OJ.
Excuse me. I'm looking now at the white Ford Bronco. On our phone is a gentleman who lives next door to O.J. Simpson. Sir, you're on the air.
Hello there, Mr. Jennings. Now, looky here. How am you?
Well, I guess we're all pretty much the same. All pretty much tense.
Yeah, we be pretty tenses over here, too.
I see OJ, and OJ does not have cancer, Howard.
Yeah, I know. Thank God, because anything that would disrupt that trial, I don't want to have happen. You know, this is too much fun. If OJ has cancer, it would put a damper on stuff.
Nor does he have AIDS. They ruled out both. They still don't know why, however, he has these swollen lymph glands, so more testing will be done.
Hello, this is OJ's doctor. I'm here with OJ now. He be very tenses. And I can tell you that OJ don't have no cancer. But he am very nervous. He look real nervous. He looks scared.
He should be scared because there's cops all deep in this.
And Baba Booey to you.
Peter, Al Michaels here. That Baba Booey at the end of that statement indicates that he is referring to a very popular morning radio program. I just thought I'd tell you that.
Well, it happens to the best of us.
It happens to the best of us.
We have them on every coast.
Peter, Al Michaels again. You might want to go dunk your head in duty. You've just been made a fool of on national television. Thank you. I'll go dunk my.
To the best of
I'll
us.
go dunk my head in duty. Where's Jackie? He just went, didn't he?
It's not the first time. It won't be the last.
Yeah.
He looked real tense.
Anyway, yes, Robin?
Prosecutors and defense lawyers today will submit jury questionnaires. These are the questionnaires used to weed out those people who would not be able to give O.J. a fair trial.
I see O.J.
Simpson is due in court tomorrow for a hearing on the progress in the case. His trial for the murders of Nicole Brown Simpson and Ronald Goldman begins on September 19th.
Fred, maybe you ought to get the jury from Mars.
You mean they don't know about the case up there?
Every black guy we interviewed, remember that day we went out on the street?
Yes.
Every black guy said O.J. was innocent.
It's amazing.
And then when we questioned on him and gave him the facts, he was like, well, let the jury decide. I was like, well, come on. You said he was innocent.
Anybody else, they'd have an opinion.
Yeah.
But not with O.J.
Not with O.J. He was framed. I don't know how he was framed, but he's framed.
There's something to it. But what are you going to do? That's the way people feel.
Go ahead. I hear you.
A new study suggests that being laid off can make people violent, Howard.
Now, that's what happened to O.J.
Even if they've never been that way before.
Well, of course.
The research indicates that people who have been laid off within the past year were 6 times more likely to admit violent behavior as those who had not lost their jobs.
You gotta have a job.
But, you know, they're saying that this is why people come back and shoot up the office.
Oh, yeah.
The parking lot where they work or beat their wives. Even if they've never had a violent incident before, laying them off can cause such a thing.
Well, and I don't mind. I'm the devil's workshop. Ooh, the situation looked tense.
And promoters of Woodstock say that maybe they will see some minor profit after they get through all of the paperwork. I understand that there are efforts underway to possibly return money to people who had tickets, who had bought the $135 tickets and were unable to get to the parking lots and then to the site of the big concert. So they may get refunds in the end.
Yeah.
And after everything is worked out, there still may be somewhat of a profit.
Yeah, that might happen. Yeah, if you're holding a ticket, good luck trying to get that refund.
The aftermath of the concert is that big muddy field is now full of garbage.
Right.
And, of course, there's no grass or anything anymore. It's just a big, muddy
Was it
mess.
a farm or something?
It was like a grassy area, you know, like a place where animals grazed or something.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. No, it's a big trash heap. And the people there are very upset. But
Very tenses.
Promoters say that they're going to return it to its natural
grassy state
before they're all done. As I said before, there were thousands of people there, but a lot of people are now complaining that it didn't really have the true spirit of Woodstock. There wasn't a lot of peace and love.
A lot of moshing and banging into each other.
And they said that this was, one woman described this as the generation of people who had grown up on headphones. So you didn't see a lot of touching, you know, a lot of bonding in that very human way. You just saw people listening to something together and not really having much human contact except to knock into each other and pee on each other's tents. So,
what's wrong with that? That's bonding.
Woodstock had a terrible stench.
Right. It smelled like the bathroom a couple of minutes ago. Wow.
It's pretty sad. When you think of what happened in '69. Even with no water and unable to bathe, they didn't stink it up as much as these people.
Right.
Pretty sad.
Big baby Ruth floating in the water supply.
Oh. I don't know where Tewksbury is.
Tewksbury.
Tewksbury?
Yeah.
You know this place.
Tewksbury, Connecticut.
Okay.
Right, Fred?
I'm not sure.
Tewksbury?
How do you spell that?
T-E, I'm not sure, W-S?
T-E-W-K-S?
Yeah, Tewksbury. I've heard of it, I just don't know where it is. Sort of like my house.
It's like Pennsylvania, no?
Maybe it's Tewksbury, Connecticut or Pennsylvania. Isn't it a cartoon, Tewksbury? I don't know. What about it?
Well, a Tewksbury man underwent reconstructive surgery after he said he was maimed by a woman who bit his penis during sex.
Cool.
The man is permanently disfigured because the bite was so deep.
Wow.
He spent a night in surgery at St. Memorial Medical Center, St. John's campus.
My chicken once did that to me.
Really?
Yeah. Pecky.
The 35-year-old victim claims that a woman caused the injury while they were having sex in the afternoon in his home in North Tewksbury. He said she then ran from the home.
Is that right?
He had picked her up at a bar in Lowell.
Oh, it's Massachusetts. Tewksbury,
Okay.
Mass.
He had picked her up at a bar in Lowell on Sunday night, and they had spent the night together. He did not know what could have provoked the attack.
You think it was hunger?
Do you think he was the fact that he was with a woman he didn't know?
I don't know.
Just picked her up, took her home, decides to have sex with her. You don't know what she'll do.
It's worth a risk.
You think so? Well,
Yeah, I do.
he's permanently disfigured.
No, he's not.
Yeah, that's what the doctor
Oh, they'll fix anything. If they fix that John Wayne Bobbitt, they can fix him.
Well, it's not that he won't be fixed. He'll just be permanently disfigured.
Yeah.
Yeah, he lost a tremendous amount of blood. But he was able to ease the blood flow and drive himself to the hospital, so that's the good news.
I got a letter from a guy who can't get an erection, so he has to shoot himself up with this injection before he has sex with a woman. I got to read that to you on the air tomorrow.
What?
Yeah.
Well, anyway, the woman got away. They're now looking for her. They want to charge her with mayhem.
Mayhem. It's a little more serious than that. Let's take a break, Rob. We'll be back right after these words, and we'll do some more news, and then we'll be done.
Okay.
And we can all go to the bathroom. Robin, we're doing the news. It's I feel very informed. Go ahead.
John Voit is suing a former business partner.
John Voit.
If you remember him from Midnight Cowboy.
I'm walking here. I'm walking here.
Coming home.
I want you to get down on your young knees. Get down on your knees and pray with me, young buck.
That was the guy from the alligator sandwich bags. Remember him?
John MacGyver.
Yeah, he was the guy. He takes John Voit into that sleazy hotel room.
Right.
And he goes, "Come on, let's pray." And then he opens up his wall, and he's got all these lights in the hotel room, and he's got like Virgin Mary on a cross with big bubble lights all over it. And he goes, "Get on your knees." And he was like a homosexual.
Oh, yeah.
Get on your knees and pray with me.
I have to go watch that movie again. I
Yeah.
don't remember all that.
Oh yeah, it's a great movie. I remember that scene. That's what turned me gay. I was completely
John
straight.
Voight says he was having a problem with his business manager.
Yeah.
And he ran into trouble when he found out that she wanted more to have sex with him than to actually
Ooga, what's
promote
the
his
problem?
films.
What's wrong with that?
He's 55 years old now, and he was in a business with Laura Pell.
Laura Pell's?
Yeah. And
That was my old business
suing
partner.
her in Superior Court for breach of contract and is seeking unspecified damages.
Because she wanted to have sex with... Hey, didn't John Voight become an Indian a couple of years ago?
Well, you know, he was up there with the Indians talking about discovering some truths.
I really can't be that into movies, man, when there's things like this going on in the world. Yeah, here's my girlfriend. Yes, whoppy boppy blowout to you too, my dear. Yeah, he was on TV saying he became an Indian or something. He was hanging out with
he
Indians.
just said there were some revelations that
Yeah.
the Indians wanted to make.
Oh yeah, he knew the Indians wanted to say something.
Yeah, some big news.
Yeah, what happened to the big news,
I
John?
don't know.
That was weird. He was on TV all over the place saying the Indians have big news.
Yeah, in a few days we're going to have some big news.
Yeah, well, gee.
Well, anyway, the company was supposed to have handled the release of 4 of Voight's films. The suit charges that Pals, who is 63, became more and more obsessed with having a fling with the star
I love you.
than getting those films out.
I love you, Mr. Voit.
He said he realized that all of a sudden the requests for hello hugs and longer goodbye kisses on the cheek.
Excuse me, I am Mr. John Voight's neighbor, and I could see them hugging. And they look real close. I see it.
Indicated to him that she wanted more of a physical relationship with him than a business partnership.
Excuse me, Robin.
Yes.
You think he had sex with Jane Fonda?
I don't know. Why did you ask me that?
I don't know. I don't know.
Well, anyway, the business relationship collapsed because he discovered he was merely a sex object.
Just a piece of meat.
And when Pels realized that Voit wasn't interested in her sexually, she sabotaged the funding behind the movie Dead Giveaway and closed down their offices, according to this lawsuit. So John Voit having problems.
That's a shame. I was looking forward to those 4 movies. I was hoping some of them would address the problems on the Indian reservation.
Problems with the women he's trying to do business with.
That'd be a good movie. I wonder what movies those were. I'd love to see the movies.
I don't know. See, since the woman wouldn't put them out, you'll never know what movies those were.
We have an excellent project going with the Wayans brothers. They're working on black superhero movies.
Mickey Rourke has been charged in Los Angeles.
Buddy movie with who?
Pauly Shore.
Yeah. We're working on a new buddy movie, John Voit and Pauly Shore.
Mickey Rourke has been charged with spousal battery against his wife, Carrie Otis.
Karaoke.
The alleged incident took place on July 18th at a Hollywood office during the day. The allegations are that he slapped her, kicked her down, or knocked her down, and then kicked her. Oh,
what?
Stop it, Jackie.
It's the only fight he won.
Right.
He will now have to face charges, and if convicted, he could face up to a year in jail.
His career going well.
Yeah.
Mickey Rourke.
James Caan is in drug rehab.
They ought to get a movie with John Voit, James Caan, and Mickey Rourke. I would go see that. All guys with, like, problems.
Yes, James Caan, who was Sonny Corleone in The Godfather, and just recently in Misery.
He did drugs?
He's in drug rehab, according to a publicist. He's been there about 2 weeks. He said to tell his friends that he misses them and he'll see them soon.
And he said, I'm watching the hair grow on my back.
Aren't you supposed to stay away from those old friends when you get away from drug rehab? Doesn't sound like he's on the right road.
Hey, guys, I'll be out. That's right.
Save a stool for me.
Wow.
Meanwhile, the LA
Caan.
Attorney's Office has decided not to charge Caan for allegedly pulling a gun on a rap musician during a March argument, but police are investigating a complaint that Caan beat a female companion in May.
Isn't it funny? His name is Caan, and he sounds like a con. He's going to be an ex-con any day now. Yeah. It'll be Jimmy Can.
This is some showbiz report. Everybody's going to jail.
Mickey Rourke.
Mickey Rourke. Mickey Rourke.
Charlotte Lopez is soon to be a former Miss Teen USA, but she gained a lot more during her year as Miss Teen USA than she ever could have.
I saw her on TV. You know, this cute teenager, and they started listing her problems.
Yes.
I said, there's no hope for her.
She's the one who'd been passed around from foster home to foster home.
Yeah.
Well, she's been adopted within the last year.
Yeah, now.
Yeah, now that she's won a beauty pageant.
Yeah, you know, and they say her original mother used to keep her out in the snow. Like, they would just keep the baby in the snow.
That's a shame.
I was watching on TV. I was like, oh, man.
Yes, and you're the one who always says, oh, every mother has instincts. If you don't have a mother, you're lost.
Well, maybe one bad mother, Robin. There's one or two.
Well, she's been adopted by Jill Charles and her husband, Al Sheff.
Oh, please. At this point, I would have adopted her. How old is she, 18?
These were her foster parents since shortly before the pageant.
Booga. So they adopted her. Wait a second. When did they become her foster parents?
Shortly before the pageant.
And now they're adopting her.
That's what I said, Howard.
Oh, she's going to have some wacky life. I hope she doesn't end up like Dana Plato robbing video stores.
You never know.
She was better off in the snow. No kidding. I mean, they're adopting her now.
Yeah.
But they didn't know her before. Like, they didn't raise her as a kid.
No, they've only gotten her in the last year or so.
Hey, if there's any 18-year-old beauty contestants that want to be adopted by me.
Why don't you make them winners?
Yeah.
Beauty contest winners.
Yeah, beauty contest winners. Anybody with a national title, I'll consider it. I would love to do that. I'd love for you to live in my house and be my ward of the state. Hooga.
All right. What happens when a boy is raised by a gay man?
Ooga, get out the KY. That's what you do.
Oh, stop
There's
it.
a sale on KY. When a boy is raised by a gay man,
Yes.
what happens?
Yeah.
He becomes gay.
No, that's not true. The vast majority of boys with gay dads grow up to become heterosexual.
Beat up their father.
No. Apparently, it doesn't matter how long they lived with the father while growing up.
Oh, Bouchard.
This is according to a new study out of Northwestern University.
Oh, Pichard.
The study found that there was a 9% homosexuality rate for 82 adult sons of 55 gay fathers.
Ooh, I just got excited.
That's at least double the male homosexuality rate in the general population, but...
But? Did you say but?
But.
Yeah, but always gets into a gay story.
Still rather low when you consider that these are gay men raising children.
When they're raising butt. That's funny how you worked in butt.
Oh,
I was wondering when you were going to do that. We have that. That's the rule, Robin, has to work butt into every gay story. Anything else there, Robin?
Yes, there's a few more things. David Caruso in the news again because now he says the guy who doesn't want to come back to NYPD Blue because it made him a star, now he doesn't want to go to the Emmys either.
Oh, so big deal.
He's nominated for an Emmy, but because of all the controversy surrounding his departure from NYPD Blue, he doesn't want to be the butt of any jokes.
But I don't even want to be at the Emmys.
Our friend Carol Shia, they say she's looking for some kind of a modeling contract. She's the police officer, NYPD police officer who posed for Playboy.
Yeah, I think they're getting a little wacky over there.
Yes, well, they say that her husband is looking for a big payday. She's been going around to all the local modeling agencies, and they say that her husband said to one agency, get her on Vogue. He wanted her on the cover of Vogue or inside the magazine, and when they explained to him that the magazine only paid $125 for editorial shots, he then said, well, get her one of those Guess Jeans campaigns.
Yeah, just hurry up and get that. You know what's funny? I mean, Carol Shire is a pretty girl compared to, like, female cops.
Well, yeah, she's a pretty girl, and you want to see her naked because she's a cop.
Yeah. Once you take her out of, I mean, you know, she's as good looking as any of the girls, you know, like at Scores and stuff. She could fit in with that crowd. But when you want to go and to be a professional model, I think she's kidding herself. She's not tall enough and
not pretty enough.
Yeah, I mean, people are interested in her because she's a cop. And as far as those Guess Jeans ads goes, I've never seen one of them.
Oh, no, they're all over.
Are they? I must be hallucinating.
You're thinking of No Excuses.
Yeah, No Excuses.
The ones you never see.
I see.
Sonny Gibson is suing Geraldo Rivera for $104 million.
$104 million? Boy, Geraldo must have chopped up his children.
For alleged fraud, conspiracy, breach of contract, and intentional infliction of emotional distress.
He'll be thrown out of court.
Gibson told Variety that Geraldo duped him into appearing on the show when the show producers told him that his segment would highlight his acting and producing career and note his work with troubled teenagers. Well, right then you know not to go.
Right.
When they start telling you they're going to say nice things about you on a talk show.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like the kind of show Geraldo does.
Instead, Gibson says it was an ambush and that the show was about casting couch abuses.
Oh.
It was designed to portray Gibson as an ex-convict currently involved in criminal activity and to accuse him of sexual harassment of women during casting sessions.
Oops.
So I guess it was a little bit different than what they portrayed to him.
Robin, where's Geraldo going to come up with $104 million?
Geraldo says he'd love to take this guy on in court. He says that Sonny Gibson is a self-admitted mass murderer who claims through his own lips to have committed every vile felony known to man.
Except for having sex with interns at ABC.
He's a bully and a braggart, and I look forward to knocking him down a peg or two in court.
Good for Geraldo. I like Geraldo. He's a fighter. All right.
Always putting on the Dukes. Bill Pentland is going to tell.
Hold on.
Geraldo. What?
Don't say it yet. Take a commercial break and then tell us what Bill Pentland's going to do.
All right. Well, he's Mr. Roseanne Barr.
That's what I'm saying. That's a tease. We'll take a
Just
break.
to let everybody know who he is.
We'll take a break. We'll be right back.
97.1 The Eagle. We're back with the Howard Stern Show.
They were one of the best bands of Woodstock. I don't care. I don't need to have them here. Right, Robin?
I don't know who you're talking about.
You just have to agree with me. We're a team.
Okay.
We're not going to end up like Abbott and Costello bickering.
I don't know. A lot of people would like us that way.
Yeah, but they try to drive a wedge between us. They can't, because it's something that keeps us together. The glue that keeps us together, my good looks.
Is that right?
You're so attracted to me, you can't take your eyes off me. You're praying for the day that you get to be in bed with me.
That's right.
Believe me, it could happen. As soon as you get over that sickness of yours.
Oh, you don't want me right now.
Right now, you're not the kind of girl I want. Nothing worse than a girl with diarrhea.
Don't want me in sickness. Huh?
Oh. It's not right for a girl to get diarrhea. I mean, it's just not.
Especially not this kind.
Ooh, the most violent of diarrhea. Robin's got a nasty case of
The
it.
kind that attacks you.
Just Montezuma's revenge.
Makes you run.
Right. She runs out of here. How you doing? You holding up?
I'm holding up okay.
All right. I tried to get off on time today so that you wouldn't have to be too uncomfortable.
Yesterday, this cab driver had to take me home. I don't know what. I think he thought I was going to have a baby.
Please get me to the hospital. What month are you in, ma'am? I'm about to give birth.
I never saw a man so scared.
Really?
Oh, it was funny.
What'd you say? Get me home quickly?
Well, I sort of collapsed on the back seat.
Oh, my God. Did you pass any gas back there?
He said, "What's wrong with you?"
Did you go in your pants?
No.
Isn't it weird how you can hold it in just till you get to there? And
Well,
then
I had already gone here.
Oh.
It's just I was still in pain.
you were cramping. I wish I could have been there for that to help you.
I couldn't even carry my own bags down. I had to have somebody help me to the car.
Oh, my.
Terrible.
Oof.
And by the time
Did
I
you
got
pass
home,
any wind in the guy's car?
Doubled over. No. But
Were you pinching your cheeks,
he
though?
was letting out enough odor for the both of us.
Oh, yeah?
He was one of those guys with the armpit.
Oh, boy.
So I could have blamed him if I got
Wow. Fred's got the same problem. Don't make fun of him. All right, anyway, go ahead, Robin. You wanted to say something about...
Yes, Mr. Roseanne Barr, the first one, Bill
Pentland.
Yes. He tells Geraldo tomorrow on the Geraldo Show
Yes.
that an innocent email letter to a Nashville housewife cost him half of his reported $5 million divorce settlement from his former wife.
Why?
He claims that, I don't know, I guess he's one of those guys who sits by a computer.
Yeah. And right.
Reading all that stuff.
Yeah.
And some woman wrote in something about him.
Right.
Saying she didn't feel that he was up and up and very critical of his relationship with Roseanne, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
So he sat down and he wrote her a long letter giving his side of the story.
Right.
About the marriage and why it broke up.
Oh, and that was
this
considered
woman-
disclosure.
That's right, because he had one of those non-disclosure clauses.
Oy.
He felt that it only meant talk shows.
And they took away half his money?
He wrote this letter to this woman. What did she do? She printed it out and sent it off to Roseanne and Tom Arnold's lawyers.
Isn't that considered... Oh, loophole city. Come on. And he got to give up half his money?
Yeah. So
Oh,
he gets
my
the $2.5
God.
million.
I want to meet the judge who allowed that to go down.
I hope that woman at least got a cut.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure she got some kind of a payment. but
God.
That's what she did. She printed out that letter and sent it to them. So
Oh,
he
that
had to
poor bastard.
wind up losing half of that money he settled.
He's a real nice guy, too. We know him.
Yeah.
Bill Pentland.
Amazing. I thought that was an incredible story.
Yeah. That's the guy who married Roseanne before she was famous. He can have his $5 million. Tom's going to get $1,200 billion.
Yeah.
Blech.
Again, you got to give it to Tom. He knows how to play the game.
Anything else, Robin?
Yes, I wanted to tell you that today on the talk shows, on Geraldo, people whose former mates became violent over the breakup of their relationships.
Mm-hmm.
On Donahue, several wives and fiancés of the same man.
Mm-hmm.
And on Oprah, a woman with multiple personalities who stalked herself.
Oh, for God's sake. Oh, that's ridiculous. Very good, Robin. Thank you.
I think that's great. I gotta
Okay.
watch that.
And she ran around and stalked
She
herself.
stalked herself.
Oh, please. I tell you something. People are nuts. Let me remind everyone that the beautiful poster that sits behind Robin on TV when you watch our E! Show, that's available to you, but only for a few more weeks, 1-800-52-STERN, then we take it off the market, as well as our new videotape. Not so new anymore, but still great, and that will become a collector's item, that videotape. And I think you'll enjoy it, even if you saw our New Year's special, because there's a whole bunch of new stuff in there. Whole bunch of new stuff. With us sitting around and carrying on about all the backstage stuff. And this stuff is so wild, you have to be 18 or older to order it, because it's all the backstage party that got us thrown out of Newark. Got a letter from a guy yesterday, sent our last tape, the one that became a collector's item, sold it for $700.
Amazing.
But don't buy it because of the profit margin. Do it because...
No, never.
Yeah. We can't guarantee that. There was an ad in the New York Times for one of the products, the old products, $6,500.
Yeah, I think that was Crucified.
Yeah, but don't do that. I mean, do that if you can get it. But yeah, I think you'll enjoy the tape. It's 1-800-52-STERN, brought to you by Infinity Ventures and me. Now, speaking of things that are for sale, what about Jackie Platinum Joke Page Martling? Everything he has is for sale. To order, thank you, Jackie. To order Jackie's 78-minute comedy CD, it's $10 plus free shipping and handling. Price includes 20-page joke laying catalog, and it's a funny CD. You call 1-800-323-5464. You'll have a lot of fun. Thursday night, if you need to see Jackie live, what better place to see him at? Rascals Comedy Club, where Jackie feels is most comfortable. He'll be in West Orange, New Jersey. For info and dirty jokes, call 516-9221. And Jackie will be doing his famous going to the bathroom in the bar story. He'll be repeating that. Hey, go see Norris Band. It's been changed from the Fred Norris Band to Norris Band.
Truncated.
Yeah, truncated. Norris Band.
Yeah. When did we just drop band and just call it Norris?
Well, because Henry Rollins Band is now Rollins Band. It's Norris Band.
Is that what he's doing?
Yeah.
Next week it's Ben Norris.
Downtime. He'll be at Downtime in Manhattan Saturday at 8 p.m.
Okay.
Go see the music of Fred.
Yeah.
Learn
Downtime.
Don't miss Boy Gary and the Garyonette at Film and Music on Route 46 East in Little Falls, New Jersey on Saturday, August 20th from 3 to 5 p.m. demonstrating Sony's Mini Dance and giving away prizes. Call 201-256-1122. To get on Stuttering John's mailing list, call 609-546-STUPID. If you're planning a wedding or summer party... and you need a great DJ, call Scott the Engineer's Rocket Entertainment in the New York tri-state area. Call 718-BAG-5040. And Scott, say what you always say.
Music the way you like it, because I'm so friggin' dull.
All right, very good. And we'll see you tomorrow. CD? Hey, you know what? We got a lot of requests for the new OJ song that someone sent in.
Yeah?
I didn't realize it would be such a hit. We were making fun of these, and everyone's calling for it. So here's Old Black OJ.
Again.
Again. If people keep requesting it, you got to play it, Robin.
The most requested song
of the day. Old Black OJ, done by one of our listeners. It's a filthy racist song, but you all seem to enjoy it.
What's going on out there?
This is dedicated to Ronnie the limo driver.
Yeah.
Old Black OJ had a wife, looky here. Old Black OJ had a big old knife, looky here. With a stab wound here and a dead Jew there. Here a coon, there a coon, everywhere on stab wounds. Old Black OJ killed his wife, looky here. Old Black OJ went to the courts, looky here. Went to the court and the judge was a nip, looky here. With fried rice here and an egg roll there. Here nip, there nip, everywhere I'm nip. Stab wound here and a dead Jew there. Here a coon, there a coon, everywhere I'm stab wounds. Old Black OJ killed his wife, looky here. Old Black OJ got the chair, looky here. Baba Booey done pulled the switch, looky here. With a zap here and a zap there. Smell that burning afro hair. fried rice here and an egg roll there. Here nip, there nip, everywhere nip, nip. Staff wound here and a dead Jew there. Here coon, there coon, everywhere I'm staff wound. Old black OJ's dead and gone. Looky, looky here.